Uh, hello? Mary?
Oh, are you looking for some milk?
I thought this was... What? That says gay bar. That on the wall there, that says gay bar.
That's because it's
That's a gay bar.
Pride, chat. It's Pride.
Oh,
Whoopee!
Jesus
Happy
Christ.
1st of June.
Oh my god! Holy shit, you look horrible, dude.
Happy
what's
1st of June. Honey, I
Oh
know
my
you didn't
God.
just say that wearing that tie.
What? Okay, right. I'm an ally, okay? So I'm wearing the ally tie. I myself am not gay, of course, but you look horrendous. What the fuck? I would drive a Ford F-150 into a crowd of pedestrians just to hit you.
Honey, you
Holy
can't afford
crap.
a Ford F-150.
Matt, I would rent out the hotel room that Liam Payne jumped out of and try and land on top of you.
Yeah, that definitely would kill me. You're looking a little chunky.
Hey, fuck you. Why do you look so fucking horrible? What happened to you?
It's Pride. I'm just working my shift, dude. Get my money in. You want something? You want something? Mary Smoke Bar? Want some milk? Oh, where are you going? What's going on over there? He's gone. Whoa, he's taking his time. I don't think you'll find any drinks down there. It's a bar. You looking the floor? What's going on? You've been gone for an unsettling amount of time, sir. Please stand up. I might have to call the bouncers.
Oh, God. Sorry, my throat closed up. I had to fix it. I was sorry.
You're right there?
Oh, God. That's fine. You can cut that bit out. All right, fuck it. Just give me some milk. Just give me a beverage. All right, I'm here for a milky drink.
Oh, everything's dispensed under the table, sir.
I have to drink, so I have to guzzle from this.
Go on.
From this straw. This.
Yep, just down there.
Okay.
A little bit lower.
Down,
Go on,
like
just a little bit lower. Yeah, there you go. A little bit lower.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. Let me.
Don't be scared now.
All right. Okay.
Go
All
on.
right. Is it this one?
Yeah.
This one that's the one that's coming through the. Okay.
That's the one.
All right. Okay. All right. I guess I'll.
Ew.
Oh god. Oh, fuck me. Oh, it's horrible. It's sour. Oh, it's terrible. That's horrible. Wait a minute. That's not soy milk. What the hell? This is full fat. This is dairy.
Gotcha, bitch. This is Mary's milk bar, not Mary's soy boy bar.
Oh god, Jesus Christ, this is horrible.
Welcome to the
god,
club.
I can taste the violence. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm gonna get the shits now. I haven't had milk in years. I've lost all the enzymes. I can't process the lactose. I'm like an Asian boy. Oh god. Oh no. Why have you done this to me?
Welcome to Pride, chat. Well,
Yeah.
Woo! What an intro.
That was horrible. Yeah. I now understand the plight of every single right-wing shooter that is fired wildly into a gay bar. After that I'm on board now. I'm with them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
welcome
grew
to Mary's
tunes,
milk
I
bar.
guess. This is horrible. Okay. So we're sticking with this, yeah? The ally tie and the milk moustache.
Yep, that's you, dude. That's you all over.
I would like to
Did
tell
Wiz
the
make
court
you
that
drink
the
his
file name.
cum? No, this was milk. We're at Mary's milk bar.
Canonically, it was milk. In terms of your subjective analysis of the meaning, it's entirely within your own. I'm afraid. That's down to you. If you think something gay happened, then you have something gay in your head. Okay.
Who's this owl
We are
next
the
to me?
straightest. Oh my gosh! Who could it be? Is it Lily? Is it Lily of the Leviathan? The
Yes,
state?
but you do keep cutting out. What's going on with you, huh?
I'm cutting out? Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Why does this keep happening? This has been
What
happening
you
a bit
been
more
fucking
recently.
with, huh?
I didn't fuck with anything. This
What
is
you been
a
doing,
new
huh?
thing that's been happening to me.
You been messing
Let me
around?
see if I can fix it. I haven't been messing around. You should have told me. I thought
I
you
just
didn't
did.
complain about anything. Well, yeah, I know, but okay. How about now? Is that better? Is that worse?
I can't even, like, literally, you're not talking. You gotta talk.
That's not good.
You just go, is that better? Did you think you could get away with not shutting your windows? Is that why you did that?
No, everything is shut. I don't know why this is happening. How badly is it cutting out? What's
Yeah, it's fully cutting out, like internet problems.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not internet problems. It's like something with my noise gate or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's because your pitch is so clapped.
I think I
Why
might.
is doing white faced? It's milk. It's milk.
It's not. This is not. My pitch is fine, right?
No, yeah. Jesus Christ! You just cut out.
I cut out again.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, am I cutting out? I don't know what's happening. I can't tell what's happening. I can't tell. Oh,
I think you're fine
I know how
now.
to fix this.
I think you're fine now.
Really?
Whatever.
Okay. No, it doesn't feel good, but okay. We'll see how it goes. Complain if I keep cutting out again, okay?
I will.
You need to tell me. Alright, fine.
I often do.
Yes. Oh, no.
So sorry.
Yes. Okay.
What is the owl?
It's Lily. I did explain that, but I was cutting out the whole time, so I guess no one heard me.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
Lily?
it's Lily, yay! We have Lily, Woo! Lily's part of the show now. Very exciting.
How did Lily join the show, Smug?
By becoming an axolotl tier, which you can do too. You can also become a member of the Pondscum Patreon, which Oscar will of course have already prepared to link, having read the room correctly and realizing that we were about to do a shill. If you join Axolotl tier, you will be added to my very special high-grossing blog. Wow, I'll even link to your things. A show or something, we'll link to you in the blog on the website, on the pondscum.g site. You can go to the Patreon from there as well. Very cool. Oscar, stop interacting with chat.
Stop turning off whatever you turned on from last week.
Sorry, am I cutting out again?
Yes. What did you turn on last week, Smug? Be honest.
I
No
touched
lying.
nothing. It just started happening.
No,
I touched nothing. It just started happening.
It can't just suddenly start happening.
I know. I touched nothing that I'm aware
You
of.
didn't have a noise gate last week.
Maybe. How's this? Am I peaking? Am I peaking? Is this horrible? Is this horrible? Am I peaking?
That's
Am
fine.
I peaking? Am I peaking?
Leave that off.
Ah, how's that? Is that really bad?
No, your mic can't pick up your upper range. We never have heard it.
Okay, all right. But so when I started screaming, you heard nothing. When I went,
yes,
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
As per usual. As per usual, I was hearing nothing from you.
I need to buy some new audio equipment, but I got fired and I'm poor. So you know what? Donate to make the Smug audio work properly.
No, donate for Pride. Don't lie.
Donate for Pride, yeah.
It's Pride Month. Woo!
Anyway, join Axolotl tier. Oscar will one day post the Patreon link in chat. I'm sure at some point he will do it.
Well, you can't expect to do things and keep
excited.
cutting out, you know? It's embarrassing.
Well, okay, then maybe you should do the fucking yapping, you motherfucker.
Who? Sorry, keep going.
Do the shilling.
Yeah, guys, make sure to do stuff.
I'm gonna figure out what's going on.
The link's pinned. Links up with TTS. Also, guys, I'm adding a very special emote to the Discord server. Wiz Pride. That's now in the Discord server. You got a new emote to chat. I want to see it in Gen chat. Put it up there. Put it up there. We're looking at a lot of different things today. A lot of fun things. Mina, what have you sent me? We're doing a lot of fun things. We found this very interesting story today. Is this just a penis?
Please stop sending penises. I'm begging you.
Okay. Sorry, I want to show you this.
All right.
No. This comes from our subreddit.
Don't show me your penis.
Which Oscar's going to link. He's not linked. He's still not even linked the Patreon.
He's not linked to anything. He's useless.
Okay,
I won't give
wonderful.
up on him. Go
Wonderful.
To
Thanks, Oscar. Look, boom.
Yeah.
This is from our
like
lovely subreddit, right? Boop. This is
Who the fuck drew that?
Mina drew this pink pony pond.
Was it Mina or was it Mina's child?
I assume it was Mina. This here.
Or maybe Mina's dog.
Boop. There you go. Join the subreddit. Post your pink pony ponds. No, don't make them look like penises like this one. No more penis. Who's being
please stop
smushed
sending us
here?
pictures
Is that
of
you
cocks.
dead?
I think I'm dead. I think I've turned into
get
gore.
smushed
I think
horribly?
I'm just gore now. Yeah. Look, I'm being crushed. That's me. With
I look
X's
quite
in my
happy.
eyes.
I don't know why my hat's blue.
I've been separated into my
What
constituent
is
parts. Look at that.
What is the pink thing? Is it
I think it's
Bambi? Is it
Bambi.
the fish?
I think it's Bambi. I think it's Bambi.
And then Smug, you're dead. You died.
Bambi is the main character. I've died. Yeah, canonically, that's me dead there, right there. Thank you, Mina. Thank you, Mina. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It's a flower.
Thanks, Mina.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
That's very nice. Thank you, Mina.
It's a
This comes from our
flower.
subreddit.
Oh.
Make sure to post in the subreddit.
So is Bambi. Bambi is my flower.
/Pondscum, the Pondscum.
Smudged Bambi. Yeah, it's blurry Bambi.
Yeah.
It's Bambi after a couple of drinks.
Oh dear. But yeah, what was I saying? What are we doing today? Why are we here? What brings us here?
So I would like to once again thank Gleon, noted Pond member, for putting me onto yet another harrowing tale story, and that we're going to investigate in full. You may have noticed from the thumbnail a bunch of milky gamer girls. Fortunately, there's no other way to.
You're cutting out again.
Segment.
What have you done? What have you done?
I can't be cutting out. That's impossible. I can't be cutting out. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to be cutting out. What if I do it like this? Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Am I better? Am I better? Am I better? Are we doing better?
No,
what's going on? Is it because when I drone off like this into like the monotone or whatever? Blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. It's definitely not my internet. It's definitely
the right
my
microphone selected in Discord.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What's going on now? You sound really bad.
I sound bad now? Really?
Why are you doing this?
Jesus.
Why are you fucking with me? Chat, why is he fucking with me on Pride?
I'm not fucking with anything.
Why is he fucking with me on Pride?
God. Did I turn on the noise cancelling? I turned off the noise cancelling to try and make it better. I can turn it back on. I can turn it off again, but that made it. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, I turned it on to make it better. I turned it off earlier, and it both was bad. It was all bad.
What have you done differently? And don't say you haven't, because something has to have changed.
You just started fucking with me, bro. What do you want from me? It's just like last week.
Chat, does his microphone sound much worse than normal or not?
I think it's because the connection is funky, and
did you unplug it and plug it back in?
Fucked something up. Yes, but that's happened a few times. It knocks out because it's a fucking shitty USB. Look, I'll get a better microphone, okay? But for now, this is not. It just falls out. It's like
been kicking it.
It's very bad.
You've been kicking it.
I've been kicking it.
Oh,
incredible stuff.
I think it's the connection. His internet is clapped.
I don't think it's my connection. I don't think it could be. Let me hold on. Let me see if wife is doing shit.
I don't know how he can have such poor internet. He truly is living in the sticks of hell. But yeah, we find a cool gamer girl milk drink. It's energy drinks for women, but the energy drinks for women is just milk. It's just called milk. Or no, it's called gamer milk. Or gamer girl milk. Or something like that. But it's not for men to drink.
In the name of Spot Me, don't make more so we can stream on Twitch cast YouTube ban. In the name of Spot Me, you will say happy birthday.
We can't do Twitch. Twitch was a failed project.
In the name of Spot Me Cliff.
Maybe we'll come back to Twitch.
I mean, look, my two options are I can turn noise cancelling on or off. Right now it's off.
You sound better.
See how it
what
goes.
happened? What changed there?
Oh, really? I know. I turned it back off. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I tried both times.
I thought it was.
I've been flipping it on and off sporadically throughout this testing. That's the main thing.
This guy, brother.
Whatever. Anyway.
This fucking guy, dude. This is what I deal with every time.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. Okay, so if it ever cuts out again, we know that you're fucking stupid and I was right. So shut up. Anyway, moving on. We don't have time to tell you what works, you dipshit. Stay mad, okay? All right. I'm an artist. That doesn't mean I need to know how a computer works. Thank you.
You're definitely something.
Did Jackson Pollock use a computer? No, he just like jizzed on canvases or stuff.
Yeah.
He used his dick. He just helicoptered his dick around, and people paid millions for that. Okay. All right. Yep. All right. Good. All right. Wiz, we've got a fun story today. All right. We're gonna be looking at a nightmare ad campaign for the new format of gamer feminism. Okay, girls are back. They're bigger, better, milkier than ever. We're going to be looking into it and making sure that I don't know, that girls win. Girls keep winning. So I've got a little ad for you. We'll start off here and then we'll start doing.
Girls do get it done. That is known.
Into the fun. Yes, this is all about girls getting it done. So let's just check out this ad campaign first, because this is sort of the launch video, I think, for this whole thing.
Okay. Did you send it me?
Yeah, no, dude, I didn't. Your DMs were pinged randomly by me just calling you an F slur. Yes, I sent it to you.
That's so rude. I don't know why he's being rude like this.
Yeah, well, it's Pride. What do you want?
Boop, boop. Are you guys ready? Let's get this up and running.
It helps your content be more enjoyable. I don't think you understand the purpose of this project. I think you've missed a critical piece of information at some point.
Let's get this up and running.
This could be a fucking nightmare. I'm already upset. All right, let's go.
Okay. She be drinking. Ooh, gamer
I'm not
girl?
late, am I?
Gamer girl.
I do love gamer girls.
Sup?
Hell
I'm
yeah.
kind of in the best build tool out there.
Wiz, look, it's every color.
Whoa.
You got every color.
What was that
Oh,
code?
it's erudite. It's
You
fucking erudite.
Also heading to
The milk cup? Yeah. And that
Ew.
$300,000 prize pool.
Oh, was it Fortnite?
Ma'am,
Here we go.
this isn't the regular bus. This is going to the milk cup.
Age discrimination. Hell
Are you
yeah,
coming?
dude. I'm coming.
Don't miss
Hell
the
yeah,
the
dude.
milk cup?
Sign
Hell
up
yeah,
for the
I'm
milk
coming.
cup now.
What the fuck is this? What does this mean?
Okay. Yeah, don't worry. So.
What?
Oh no, she missed the milk
Okay,
cup.
explain.
Okay. Alright, so this is a Fortnite tournament that has been doing the rounds on Twitch, right? There's a lot of Twitch ads that have been pumped out. They've been dumping crazy money into this. And it's kind of weird because it's not really like, okay, fine, there's a tournament. There's a gamer girl tournament happening. That's all. That's everything. That's it. That's the whole thing. You got I sent you a tweet there from QT Cinderella. You know, you've got like the gamer girls back in the shit, kind of advertising it. I'm sure they've had a bit of money dispersed out to them, right? It's just a Fortnite Gamer Girl Cup. Isn't that cool? Isn't it cool that there are girl tournaments, that there are girl only tournaments now? Isn't that great?
What is this?
Isn't that great, Wiz?
Wait, let me get
Look at
this up
that.
first. Well, let's see this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, what?
QT
Do the bare
Cinderella.
basics. Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to the milk cup. I've been invited to the milk
Awesome, right?
cup. Surely you wouldn't have to get invited to milk cups. But you just
Yeah.
have
Wait.
cups
Oh,
of
thanks
milk.
for the invite. Gonna need milk. What's up with that? Do you want to click on gonna need milk?
Gonna need milk. Okay, milk. The creators of the milk cup, your favorite streamer's favorite performance drink.
Yeah. So if you look at some of the other ads, we start to lose a bit of focus on the women and start to get a little more focus on the milky. It starts to get a little strange. So let's, we'll look at a couple more. There's like a whole series of ads that I think are useful to get a little bit of context here. Oh,
Okay.
look at that.
Epic.
Charlie.
Bad boy.
She got a loot
See you
crate.
there.
Hey, Charlie. And Bear, of course. Hey, Ella. Wow, someone was
Ew,
nice
she was
to you.
drinking
Wait,
that
is
for
this made by the
beer?
Dairy Farmers
Ready for
Association?
what?
Yeah, did you see that? Wait. What was that drink?
So this is like really happening.
Oh, it's Barbie.
There you are. Get in.
When greatness calls, you answer. Get ready for the Milk Cup, the biggest women's Fortnite tournament.
Smart assistant campaign has been happening. I
Milk
don't worry.
cup?
We're
I think that's what I struggle with. What the fuck is the milk cup?
Okay,
Like, why?
so
How
if
can
you
milk
want- if
be
you
a
want-
performance drink?
Oh, don't worry. We'll get there. There's a couple more ads that I think are worth you looking at. This
Okay,
one is
okay.
particularly fun.
Let's dive into this.
Yeah, we gotta learn, dude. We gotta learn.
Okay, she's gaming.
The stuff in milk can help you focus.
What?
Okay, that works. But you're supposed to drink it.
Here we go.
What? So what is this? Like, girls have to drink milk now?
Is
Is it different milk or is it just milk? Why is it brown?
Bro, there is no brand. It is just milk. It's just drink any kind of milk. This is not a marketing campaign for any
What?
kind of brand. This is a marketing campaign from the dairy lobby. It is, dead-assed, Got Milk 2. It is literally the new Got Milk. They
For
are
girls?
just trying
Got milk for girls?
to get... I think for girls? I don't know. It's weird that... I don't think it's aimed at girls. I think it's aimed at boys.
You think it's aimed at... No, there's no way this is trying to get gamer girls
Bro,
in. This is not...
Hold-
it's not
hold- Hang on,
sexualized.
though.
Yeah, it's what.
Never been like this.
As a final boss, you're not used to losing? Could it be the milk?
What? Milk
Yeah,
has nutrients that
right.
can help gamers focus.
So,
What?
their whole pitch for this is basically they've put together this concept of like milk basically being a performance enhancing drink for gamers. So if we go to the website, This is where we kind of get into the real crux of this shit. We can see exactly all of the crazy garbage that they are like throwing in. This is now the dairy lobby is pretty infamous for having like tobacco level understanding, or not understanding, but like manipulation of studies, funding research that kind of puts them out in very misinformative ways. But this website is kind of the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. It is painfully, brutally bad.
Okay.
Milk and ranked gaming sounds like a nut. Yeah, I need my gamer milk. So first of all, this seems like a very niche target audience. I mean, look, I actually don't think that this is milk. I don't think this is milk being targeted at girl gamers. I do think that the point of this campaign is broader than just girl gamers. I think what they're trying to appeal to is gamers more broadly, and I guess more specifically, they're trying to attach the sort of milk aesthetic to a woke feminist aesthetic. So I think what they're actually trying to do is get like the deep... I'm serious. But it makes sense, right? Like a feminist girl gamer cup, right, is basically kind of like DEI woke bullshit.
But do girls drink milk? Like, is that like a girl thing?
No, this is the thing. No, girls are way more likely to be vegan. Girls are way more likely to drink alternative milks, plant-based, fucking soy, oat, whatever, almond, whatever, right? Like they are infamously more likely to be vegan. To the point where if you're a dude and you're vegan, you'll basically sweep up dating pools of vegan girls because they're so desperate for a vegan dude. It's crazy. Like you can bat 3 points above your average. Never. I've got a milk mouth. This is actually peak. I know, right? It's incredible. All right, let's do a little work. Let's have a little look around the website. You want to scroll down? Let's see here.
Fueling gamers with 13 essential nutrients that are important for brain health and can support focus. Milk has been fueling athletes and what? What? Who's got fucking... Okay, never mind. And that's just the beginning. We're on a mission to build the greatest gaming community ever. One level at a time. We need to help you create safer spaces to play? What?
There you go, woke DEI. So they're doing this thing of like, they're basically creating this girl-only environment. I actually got into the Gonna Need Milk Discord, and they literally require ID checks that prove that you're a female before you're allowed to join a Fortnite
So
team.
it is just girls. It is for girls.
Again, the campaign and the project aren't necessarily aimed at the same person. It's not to get gamer girls to drink milk. I think that they are attaching this, again, it's clumsy and shitty, but I think what they're trying to do is they're attaching this like woke feminist kind of gamer girl aesthetic to milk to try and get some of that like collateral wokeness onto the milk. And milk itself is very anti-woke, right? It is generally pushed by the right wing. You got the raw milk thing. Lefties are all drinking plant-based milk now because it's more environmentally friendly. I think that this is a backlash campaign attempting to associate milk with like a feminist image. That's my theory. That's what it seems to be attempting.
Okay,
so I wouldn't say that it's just
that is appealing to women.
That's more appealing to women, but you keep saying gamer girls, right? And I don't think it's full gamer girls. I think they're just trying to like add like a woke aesthetic to.
No, normal girls normal fucking human being girls that aren't on Discord would look at this and be like, "What the fuck?"
I know. I agree. It's terribly clumsy. I don't think this would even work on a gamer girl anyway. Like, name a girl that's obsessed with drinking milk? Like, this has never happened in history. This is like not a thing. This is not a like weird. there are dudes who are like really into
drinking milk
right?
just makes you fat.
It does. I know. Keep scrolling.
I had a friend in high school. I had a friend in high school, right? Yeah. And he was like mortally obese. And he'd be like, I just don't know why I keep putting on all this weight. And I'm not even joking, with every meal he'd drink a pint of milk.
Yeah, so I was told this was healthy.
And I tried to talk to him and he was like, no, it's good for your bones and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but what about everything else in it? He couldn't really understand.
Why do I have man titties after drinking all this mammalian growth
hormone? This is from the age of like 13 to 18. The entire time I knew him, with every meal he'd drink a pint of milk.
It's so brutal. God,
and he'd be like, why do I keep putting on weight? And I'd be like, you know.
Why do my breasts keep getting larger and larger? Why am I starting producing milk? This is crazy. I don't understand. Why is milk coming out of me?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, by the way, if you drink milk, everyone can smell it and you smell bad. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, I don't really have milk with anything. I don't think I consume any types of milk.
I mean, mean, that's fine. Like, it's, you know, there's
Like,
nothing
I'm not a tea
inherently
guy. I
brilliant.
don't really like cereal, you know?
Well, yeah, you're a child. You're like a 12-year-old. You don't drink coffee. You don't drink tea. You basically just like you drink fucking Red Bull. You drink chemicals. You drink fucking Earn Brew, Power Brew, whatever. You drink
Well, no, I can't
horrible
drink that anymore
caffeinated
because it's
beverages.
bad for my ADHD medication.
Oh yeah.
My
You
heart
can't
would
have
explode.
caffeine with the. I remember that. Yeah, it sucks. It would give me insane headaches, like horrible headaches. If I
Yeah.
accidentally had caffeine while on my meth pills. Yeah. We're game. Milk is the performance drink of gamers, and your home for all things gaming is right here on our Discord. Okay, so yeah, so I got into the Discord. I actually, by the way, their Discord has a self-promo channel, so if you come from the Gonna Need Milk Discord, hello, welcome Gamer
Like the
Girls,
stream.
very excited to have you here. Like the stream, we're huge fans of everything that you're doing. Okay, scroll to their bullshit nutrition facts.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Boop. Biggest woman
Okay, we
tournament
don't
in
care about-
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Introducing the
tournament,
Milk
yeah.
Cup
Milk Cup
Academy.
Academy.
That's the Discord.
Get milkier.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is
weird.
they're like apparently coaching women and shit. Okay, sorry. If you
Yeah.
go to the top, if you click why milk.
Why milk? Okay. And what am I clicking? Milk benefits.
Just click on why milk. I think it'll take you to everything. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doesn't. but
Milk
we
can
do this
benefit
one.
you, and it can benefit.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Drop down. Kids.
So here we go. Yep. So let's stick with you, okay? Let's look at their arguments for how milk
Okay.
benefits you.
Milk
Now,
hydrates
you may
better
realize-
than water.
So, okay. All right. This now. We've reached the point where you may realize that I used Gamer Girl titties to get you to do a vegan topic. We are now going to debunk some dairy industry bullshit nutrition facts.
But why?
so-
Okay, I need to ask you a question here, Smug. Why is every instance of milk they've shown brown? Is that an American thing?
I think that might be. I think maybe. I wonder. I don't know. Actually, is it like chalky milk? I think they want you to drink chalky milk because it's
Because
like more...
there's no way chocolate milk hydrates better than water.
So here's the thing. It kind of does. Hydration means something very specific in
Well,
nutrition
yeah, hydration.
science.
Water with sugar mixed in hydrates better.
Correct, right? Water with sugar hydrates better than just sugar. When we talk about
Yes.
hydration, we're not just talking about the amount of liquid in your body. Hydration actually means your ability to transfer
Yeah.
that to parts of your body. So
Yes.
really, it's the electrolytes, right? We're thinking like Lucozade versus water. So essentially, if you add basically anything to water that is nutritionally, substantial, it will hydrate better than water. But here's the problem. Let's click on hydrates better than water. Let's look at some of their arguments here.
Oh, okay, let's go in. Oh, shit.
All right. Okay, research shows that milk is one of the best beverages for hydration, even better than water or sports drinks. We'll come back to that in a second. Researchers credit milk's natural electrolytes, carbohydrates, and protein for its effectiveness. Drinking milk after exercise helps replace essential electrolytes that are lost in sweat. These essentials, blah, 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 blah. Basically what we talked about. Now, the problem with these studies is that how these studies tend to work is they will take two groups.
Well, first of all,
both
a
them
milk
are-
company
Yeah.
will go to a laboratory and be like, "Hey, we want to, we want to sell milk."
Yes, correct. Yeah, they will fund studies that give them beneficial rate. Like again, it is the exact same model as the tobacco industry, to the point where internally the dairy industry has occasionally accidentally in the last 20 years referred to tobacco industry tactics as part of their like campaign materials internally. They will literally like talk about how effective the tobacco industry was at like preventing their terrible nutrition, terrible health disadvantages reaching the general public. So, the problem we have here is that most of these studies are done with people on empty stomachs. So they'll take two groups of people on empty stomachs and they'll give them water, milk, sports drinks, whatever,
One group
right?
has not eaten or slept in 4 days. The other one has.
It's not that bad, right? Like it's easy to make a study come out in your favor in subtle ways. The problem is that like, yes, milk, because it has more carbohydrates, more proteins, just more substance, right? More nutrients in it, more varied nutrients. It is better at hydrating you than milk. But if you were to have water or milk or a meal or like something deliberately designed to give you electrolytes, the meal would wash everything out. It doesn't matter. Like you're basically just saying, yeah, milk has more meal in it than water or like a sports drink, right? It has more like foodstuffs, nutrients in it. So it's kind of shitty to say that it basically that it is like it's more hydrating on an empty stomach.
Yeah, it's like eating a chocolate bar and drinking water.
Yeah, it's also true that it keeps you hydrated for longer, but that's only because it hydrates you slower. And unlike with processing calories, you don't necessarily want hydration to come in slower. If you're an athlete trying to replenish your electrolytes, actually getting those electrolytes quickly is not detrimental in the same way that getting calories quickly is detrimental to your like satiation. So basically, yeah, so you were right about the fact that like it hydrates slower, but that's not necessarily something that an athlete necessarily wants, right? Like that's just, it's like saying it keeps you full for longer. Great, that's fine. Milk keeps you full for longer than water. But the problem is that you are adding a bunch of unnecessary garbage. Like, the reason that athletes don't drink milk and they use sports drinks or electrolyte powders or whatever is because they don't want to fuck up their macros by dumping a bunch of extra calories into their shit. Uh-oh.
What?
Lily just pinged the moderators in Gonna Need Milk to get us in trouble.
Lily, you're such a traitor. You're
These
such
guys
a traitor.
hate women and are making fun of you guys right now.
Whoa.
Wow, good job, Lily. That's banging.
There's no such thing as no punishments. There's no such thing as no punishments.
You will get... Oh no, killer! I can't believe Lily ratted us out. Yes,
why are you shrinking? Use my little magic. Use my little magic. Oh, what's happening? What's happening to Lily?
Every time you betray us, you get smaller.
What happened to Lily? Oh no. Traitor.
Okay, let's go to the next nutrition. Smug, do you want to talk about the soybean industry? I might talk about the soybean industry at some point. Yeah, let's see. Let's go to the next
fuel
bullshit.
for your training? Is that what we're looking at?
No, you go back to milk benefits. We'll scroll down.
Oh yeah, there was I forgot there's a fuck ton in there, dude.
There's a shitload, yeah.
I like being milk protein helps build muscles stronger.
Yeah, let's look at hypertrophy. Fucking bullshit.
Wow, the website's so bad. You have to click at a specific
really
place for it to open the link.
Jesus.
No, it's not laggy. It's just like you have to click the right pixel.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Bum, bum, bum,
so,
bum.
each 8-ounce glass of low-fat milk. What's really funny is they always have to mention low-fat milk because when they say low-fat milk,
because high-fat milk is bad.
They mean skimmed, which no one in America drinks, right?
Yes.
Like, regular milk has 4.5 fucking grams of fat for every 8 grams of protein. I know all of you bulk lifter bodybuilder fucks are aware that... They're not here. But anyone who's ever gone to the gym or tracked their macros knows that an over 50% ratio of fat to protein is one of the worst ways you can bulk possibly. It is truly, like, the whole game, as someone who is, like, managing macros to lift weights and get muscles, the whole game is, how do I get all the protein I need without too much fat? That's it. That's the whole way that you prevent the dirty bulking we know is fucking horrible for you. Regular milk is around 3.5% fat.
But then look at this little picture of a little boy.
It's like 2% here. Jesus.
This little boy doesn't look fat. He barely looks American.
Yeah. That's because he hasn't been drinking milk for enough years to put on
the looks kind of Chinese in his outfit.
He hasn't cranked it. But yeah, like, okay, so you can get fucking 8 grams of protein from milk, but you can get the exact same complete proteins from something like fucking lentils or peanuts or whatever else, right? Like, again, without all the shitty fat, without the hormones, without the
I can't eat lentils or peanuts.
Well, okay, drink milk then, you fucking titty guzzler.
No,
what do you want? What do you want from me? Yeah. I mean, again, soy milk will honestly give you... Again, there are protein-rich soy milks that can easily give you the same complete proteins.
Right,
there's nothing magical in milk.
Gross.
There you go. So yeah, like, ultimately it doesn't matter, right? Like, they're basically saying, hey, getting protein via milk is better than not getting any protein. It's crazy. Like, they don't actually compare it to anything valuable. Yeah. What do they do? Casein, whey protein, or a placebo? Consumption of both types of milk protein. Exactly, they compare it to a placebo. They're like, yeah, we gave 2 people something and 1 person nothing. And the 2 people who got something had better net muscle protein balance. Okay, great. Look at this, indicating that whole protein consumption can stimulate muscle. Congrats, guys. Protein results in muscle growth. You can't do hypertrophy without protein. Thank you. And milk has protein, so this is the game they always play. They ignore all the horrible downsides of drinking milk, the excess fat consumption, the cholesterol, the worsening your lipid profile, basically like adding a bunch of extra unnecessary calories to your daily diet. It's bad, right? It's clearly fucked for you. This is not good. This is not good for hypertrophy.
This is reminding me to take my cod liver oil tablets.
Yes, that's good. isn't milk good for children specifically? Aren't they shown to be 2 inches taller? We will actually get to that because I think one of the things on this says that it helps children grow. So let's go back.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
go to the
actually
next
2 inches
bullshit.
wider.
There you
Like
go.
taller if you're on your
Isn't milk a
side.
complete protein? I'm gonna complete the proteins in your head with my baseball bat. How about that? Where's my baseball bat? There you go. Get your calcium from snail shells instead. No, I build my snail shells with calcium. Whiz! Next milk fact.
Oh,
What's
you
he
didn't
doing?
ask.
I said.
You said what?
Go, go, go. Okay.
Healthy sleep.
Oh god, healthy sleep. Okay.
I thought
So I
you were
think
not supposed to eat cheese before bed.
So this one's really like weird. It's super strange that they're okay. It's very weird that milk, the big dairy is like, hey, warm milk right before bed is actually good for you. We know that eating like right before bed, like basically triggering your digestive processes while you're asleep, is actually detrimental to
Well,
good
you build
sleep.
fat if you eat later, right? Body's better.
I don't know if that's true. I don't. I think that might be intermittent fasting propaganda, and I am a guy who does intermittent fasting. There's a lot of bullshit associated with that. I think
eating when you sleep.
I think the timing. Yes, I fast in my sleep. Like I don't sleep eat, unlike you. That's why you got so big, fat, and round.
The best time, dude.
Because you kept. Yeah, while unconscious.
Yeah, because then you can just dream it's better. You can dream it's all like chocolate.
There you go. Yeah. You can eat the horrible Scottish.
When you're
food
actually
and
eating your
pretend that it's not-
VeggieTales.
There you go, your VeggieTales, yeah. Yeah, they're screaming and dying in your mouth while you chew in your sleep, so you don't have to hear their screams.
No. Tell me about Jesus. Do you know it was illegal in that show? Well, it was illegal. One of the rules of the show was they had to promise their mum to never depict God or Jesus.
Oh. What? That's weird.
They promised their
You're
mum.
allowed to draw a picture of Jesus? What, like the
Well, no,
Muhammad,
according
like
to the
Prophet Muhammad,
creator's
you're-
mum. The creator's mum was like, yes, you can do this cartoon, but don't depict Jesus or God.
No broccoli Jesus?
No broccoli Jesus.
You're not allowed broccolisus. What the hell? I want broccolisus!
That sounds Greek, broccolisus.
Broccolisus. Oh yeah. There's probably some incredible tragedy by Euripides about that. There's like there's a deep cut in there somewhere. Me mentioning Euripides was so that people thought I was smart. Anyway, sleeping.
Oh, I thought you were just mumbling. Doesn't sound like a real word.
So they okay, so anyway, they basically claim that they defer to a study where they took people who just had a heart attack and they gave those people milk and honey right before bed, and those people rated that they slept better. That's
I thought milk and honey is what you give to like dying people.
Well, yeah, these people
In
were
the
literally dying.
1800s.
They were like yeah, these people were literally dying. These people literally just had like horrible heart attacks, and then they were given a regimen of like milk and honey right before bed, and then they self-reported, yeah, I liked that, it helped me sleep better. That was it, that was the study. These guys are saying that basically improves sleep. The other way that they claim it improves it is of course doing the classic thing of, this nutrient exists in milk, low-fat milk, always low-fat milk. This nutrient exists in milk and is also linked to producing something like melatonin. So if you scroll down, I think they'll give you a big list. The big one's tryptophan, which is yeah, there you go. So they're like, yeah, vitamin D, calcium, vitamin A, gives you good stuff.
I just take a multivitamin. What's the difference?
Yeah, multivitamins will basically cover you. Like, as long as you're getting your macros right, they'll generally do that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Dude, do you want to know the strength of my vitamin D tablets?
Oh no.
I take 3,000 IU or 75 UG. I won't, dude.
That's you're not retaining. If you're retaining all your vitamin D, that explains why your face looks like that today.
I am taking all my vitamin D.
You become more.
I'm taking extra strength. It says super strength. Vitamin D.
You've been taking too much D, dude. Okay, you're gonna by the end of Pride Month, you're gonna die.
I take A to Z multivitamins and minerals.
Are they gummies? Tell me they're gummies.
No, they're not gummies. The gummies are more expensive.
I can't believe he's...
And I've also got cod liver oil, which apparently contains vitamins A and D.
Yeah, I do the seaweed oil, which is basically all the same shit. Okay. You get the same shit.
Wait, do you know you can get vegan cod liver oil tablets?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I get it from. It's from algae. It's from like sea algae and seaweed.
Oh.
Gives you the same shit, but it's just produced from algae.
You are a snail.
Yeah, it's good. True. But yeah, the warm milk for before bed thing is stupid. Like, there's been systematic reviews that find very mixed evidence across, meta-analyses that find very, very kind of mixed evidence, a bunch of garbage, low-quality studies. Huh? Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, now they claim that tryptophan is like a precursor to melatonin, which is true. But again, all of these you can get in a regular balanced diet. You can get tryptophan in fucking chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, peanuts, sesame, soy, bananas, potatoes, even dark chocolate. Having a bit of dark chocolate before bed is actually healthier for you than drinking a glass of milk, because it has, funnily enough, it will often have less fat. No, dark chocolate doesn't have milk in it.
Depends. If I get the 75% shit, you know what I'm talking about?
Sure, fine, right. But my point is, we know dark chocolate has some benefits. Anyway, fermented food are boosted of tryptophan. Yeah, tryptophan's when you eat too much food. I don't know about that, but sure. Anyway, we know what affects sleep. It's the timing of your caffeine. It's blue light exposure that fucks with your fucking circadian rhythms, and it's exercise. Real? The blue light thing?
No,
definitely,
sorry. No. I'm getting blue light is real, but there's like they invented glasses, colored lens glasses for dyslexics to help them read better, and it's just complete pseudoscience. And every fucking dyslexic bitch I've ever met has been like, have you got colored glasses? And I'm like, fuck no, that's fake, that's not real. But they think it's real because a hack fucking counselor told them to get green fucking glasses.
I bet Chinese TikTok is responsible for that. I'm gonna blame Chinese TikTok for that.
I've seen people whip out their fucking colored lens glasses, and I'd had to be like, you do know that's fucking bullshit. That's not real.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I was like, you might as well like pray to God, you know?
Makes them feel special.
They wear green lens glasses like children.
That's fucking awesome. That's great. Rough. You just give them the little green hats. So they look like accountants. That'd be sick, dude.
It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's literally placebo.
It is placebo. That's awesome, dude. They proved it was placebo.
I do think dyslexia is made up. So actually, that makes sense for me. I'm pretty happy with that.
What do you mean made up?
All right, go on to the next bullshit claim from these idiot milk peddlers. These fucking
why milk? Milk benefits. It's sleeping. Keeps your muscles heal faster. Probably skip that one. It's the same thing.
Yeah, basically it's protein again. Like, you can get the same from soy chocolate milk.
Shut up. Let's go to this one.
A fruit protein smoothie. All right.
Shut up, vegan.
All right.
There's a wig under my hat, Mina, and I've got lashes. That's the hair today. Milk helps you stay active for longer. Now, if I drank a big glass of milk, I'd be shitting and farting all day. I wouldn't be active.
Yeah. 2/3 of the world are fucking lactose intolerant. So literally, the vast majority of people.
Well, I think you just feel bloated. I think I just feel bloated if I drank a whole glass of milk.
Oh god, it's crazy that they're like any athlete worth their salt who's not peddling shit from 30 years ago will tell you that drinking a bunch of milk is a
that's why they have no fucking
protein.
Testimonials here. They would be name dropping motherfuckers left and right.
Oh, you're right. They don't have any.
Michael B. Jordan drinks fucking 3 gallons a day. No, he doesn't.
Isn't it funny that they're using like fat? They're using like fat soggy gamer. The fat soggy gamer demographic to like pitch athleticism. Isn't that interesting? They're so divorced from athleticism now that they're literally using gamers to teach you how to train using milk. Isn't that insane? Like what a weird angle.
Yeah, this is tone deaf to have this article in here. Drink milk 1 to 3 hours before exercising, so as your body's already processed it.
Yeah, a gamer has never exercised.
Get up first thing in the morning, 6 a.m. Drink your glass of milk. Go back to bed for 3 hours. Then go for your morning run.
Chug a gallon of milk the second you leave it by your bed. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. You like sweep the flies off of it and then just glug it down from your bed.
So strange. Straw. 1 to 3 hours before exercising? What?
Yeah.
That means it's unrelated to the exercising. That means they don't correlate.
No, you're supposed to. I know you don't lift weights, so you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. I know you've never been to.
This is a picture of a woman jogging.
I know you're supposed to get protein before lifting weights. That's true. Like
she's not lifting weights. She's jogging.
I know, but the best way to do this.
Lifting weights.
I know. Everyone agrees that the best way to do this is to drink a fucking pre-workout smoothie, or usually like a pre-workout protein.
Is the woman Asian coded? I think she's just Asian.
She's Asian coded. You mean yellow? What's Asian coded? There's no coding. She's She's just. You can't go up to a black person and say you black coded because of their skin. That's not how that.
I don't want to assume.
What do you mean,
but that's not a loophole. You can't put an extra word at the end, and the sentence you typed out is the woman Asian. But for some reason, you think by adding coding afterwards, it doesn't mean you're asking if she's Asian.
God, that makes so much sense. People have been using coded as like the woke version of is someone something. But I'm realizing now. It's jumped the shark. I use coded a lot. They're just coding actual racism now. You guys are very British and Scottish coded. He is Scottish! You racist! Yeah. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, there's absolutely no credible research that suggests that drinking milk has any particular...
Calcium intake influences the association of protein intake with rates of bone growth loss in elderly men and women.
There you go. Yeah, it's just, like, what? It's like... Anyway, this is relevant to gamers. 70-year-old women get a slightly better outcomes if they're drinking milk.
These look like articles rather than, like... These look like newspaper articles rather than studies.
Yeah, have a protein milkshake without milk. So just have a protein shake. It's called a shake for a reason. There's no milk in it. Yeah.
Oh dear, that's.
But yeah, again, like for recovery, like or sorry, for like staying active longer, like it doesn't matter whether you get the calories from a fucking milk or like an oat protein bar. You know, like whatever. Yeah. Stupid. Very stupid. Next. We're debunking the entire dairy industry today. This is it. This was the moment we were waiting for.
It's called shake because you shake it? No, because it gives you the shakes from withdrawal.
Immune system. Yeah, I haven't had my milkies today.
Kids focus. I'm more interested in this. I'm more interested in kids focus.
Yeah, that's good. Do that. That's gamer.
Will this cure my ADHD? Milk? Maybe that's probably going wrong, dude.
Have you noticed that your kids' focus matters? Jesus Christ, that's so stupid. What studies are they even using to back this? This is deranged.
It's in the bomb. They're all listed in the bomb.
I know. But this nutrition, they're saying like this nutrition. All right, let's have a look. Oh no! Fuck you, dude. You don't get to just fucking drop B12. Oh my god. Okay, so you can get B12 from fucking anything these days. Everything's
sorry, I'm just having a look here.
Stupid.
Okay. This is a study. Cheerios.
It's all about milk. It's about amino acid and protein. Yep. This is shit that you can get from anything. There's nothing unique about milk here. Adding a bunch of fat and cholesterol to your body to what, bro?
None of this is about milk. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. You see what I mean? Because every time
that's just the importance of zinc.
There you go. Isn't it interesting that they never actually quote studies about milk because milk has so much fat that it's bad for you. That's it. Calcium? It's that simple.
So they're basically breaking milk down into the things it has.
Do you want to know? Yeah. Do you want to know something that's very funny about calcium intake with milk? There are a decent. So
that's
choline
just another definition. Jesus Christ.
Wait, actually no. I think you can get choline in like kale and stuff as well.
Yeah, but it's linking to it, like basically linking to Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah, basically. They're just like each individual protein, each individual thing taken apart separately is fine. But when you add it together with a bunch of fat and mammalian growth hormone and additional calories, it's unhealthy, which is why they never link to any studies about actual milk impacting nutrition. One thing that's funny about the calcium thing, I'm sure that everyone knows this by now, but milk is actually not that great for calcium intake because the protein, particularly animal proteins, the way that your kidneys break down animal proteins is by attaching calcium to them. It will leach calcium from your bones in order to process the protein. This is a normal and healthy thing for your body to do, but the irony of taking in like those animal proteins and then milk essentially suggesting, like milk has been linked to increased osteoporosis in long-term drinking, not decreased, right? It literally makes your bones weaker over the long term.
Well, that's because you're great, big, huge, you know?
They claim it's the kidney thing, but it could be correct. I'm sure I think they control for stuff like that. There's studies in like lactose intolerant populations.
Why? By studying it in zero gravity? What do you mean?
A what? Sorry? Yeah, dude. Yeah, they float them for the rest of their lives. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah. But yeah, obviously, 2/3 of the world are fucking lactose intolerant. It's very stupid to advertise milk to those people. Also, all the Asians are gamers. So you've just eradicated, actually, an even larger portion of your market. They're all fucking Asian. half the people in the ads that they use to hit their diversity quota can't drink the milk that they're fucking advertising. You know, a lot of black people are lactose intolerant too. It's really a Euro thing. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to develop the enzymes for it without having had a generational, you know, attachment to suckling from cow tits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, replacing dairy fat with any alternative that has the equivalent kind of protein will reduce your cholesterol, just straight up. Like, dairy is one of the worst things you can drink for making your cholesterol bad. Cow's milk obviously emits like 4 times the emissions of soy or oat or anything like that. And of course, Wiz, the rape! All of the raping! The crazy amount of raping! The insane amount of raping!
Dude, this is gamers.
Oh shit, you're right.
This is gamers. This is like Smash
just ruined it. Oh, they're gonna love that. Oh, damn it. I just ruined this whole thing. This whole propaganda's failed. Gamers love rape. Fuck. Oh, it's game over, dude. It's game over. I got gamed.
Yep, you've been had. That's like the main advertising point.
You're right, you're right. They're happy about the rape.
Look at this Asian coded child.
Stop! They're only Asian coded because they're working hard, not because of their skin color.
They're actually an Asian child that's white coded.
That's true, yeah, it's a white coded Asian child. That makes sense, that's true, yeah. If you drink enough calcium, your child might be as successful as an Asian. If you drink, or maybe drinking enough milk as an Asian will make you white. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's
60% DV mean.
Daily, I think it's like your daily intake, I think. I don't know how much milk they're appealing to here. 8 ounces? That's the one they were using earlier. But yeah, like 8 ounces of milk has fucking 4.5 grams of fucking fat. It's crazy. Like even the skimmed one has like 2.5 grams of fat. That's just a horrible ratio. Like literally no one would suggest that you get your, I mean, no one who's been bodybuilding for, you know, using any science from the last 30 years would recommend you drinking a shitload of milk. It's just insanely stupid. So yeah, this is very weird. I guess they're basically appealing to gamers. I think they're pushing chocolate milk specifically. I think they're trying to like, because you were right, a lot of that milk in the ads was
chocolate milk. This is the first picture of regular milk I've seen. I didn't even think the last article she was drinking milk. She was running.
Do you want to know something interesting? You know how they added a sugar tax in our country? You know how there's like so they actually, the dairy lobby successfully lobbied against that applying to milk drinks. So a shitload of children started buying milkshakes because they were cheaper, but had way more sugar than anything else was allowed to have because the dairy lobby successfully ended it. Successfully ended it on dairy. So the kids switched from high sugar, high caffeine drinks to high sugar, high fat drinks, and now they're getting even fatter. So actually, the sugar tax ended up detrimental because all the kids switched over to milkshakes. Now, Labour is saying that they're going to ban milkshakes because they've realised this has happened. But this is another instance where the dairy lobby has successfully made a bunch of children less healthy, even in a piece of policy that was designed to try and get kids to take the alternative drink. Now, I never drink sugary drinks, so I kind of liked the sugar tax because I was like, ooh, my drink is £1 and the other drink is fucking £1.30.
Yeah, Iron Brew Extra is so much cheaper than everything else.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you genuinely, it feels great to like walk around and see all the fucking sugooners buying their full fat diet. God, I can't even say Coke. I drink so little Coke. I only drink Diet Coke. I only ever refer to it as Diet Coke. I can't even say Coke. I'm drinking
Diet Pepsi right now.
There you go. There you go. Did the Kumas, the sugooners took over? Yeah. I don't think Americans think that milk flavor exists. Like, they think plain yogurt is vanilla flavor. They probably think chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Yeah. Yeah, so I think they're pushing chocolate milk for gamers because gamers are retarded children. So yeah, this is very fucked up. Now, in case you weren't aware, just to do my little vegan propaganda bit, in order to make milk, you have to impregnate a cow. Impregnating a cow involves raping it because it can't consent to the impregnation. Yes, Wiz, I'm sorry. We're doing vegan propaganda. Stay mad. Stay mad.
Oh, I just have to get something from down here.
Oh, we getting? Whoa, what's he doing?
Away from this conversation.
yeah, I bet. Soy milk is better for you. Soybeans are better. They're healthier and they're cheaper for the environment. They're very, very good. But what about the soybean fields? All the soy they're growing. All of that soy, 80% of it gets fucking fed to cows. Right? That's for feed. That's feed for cows. Oh no. Wait, hold on. Lily has just sent in additional. Lily may be growing. It's been happening for years. Oh, I know. Yeah, this is a 2022 article.
What's
I'm
Lily
aware.
been doing? Speak.
Lily sent an article.
Is it you sent this me?
Yeah, I sent this you. Yeah, there you go.
What is this?
They're just talking about.
Forget energy
yeah,
drinks.
It's just
Chocolate milk
just
is the
nonsense,
performance
yeah.
beverage of Twitch. No.
Milk Pep. Oh my god.
Got game? To Gen Z
Pep.
gamers, drinking more Milk Pep is meeting where they're at. What is Milk Pep?
Hold on. The places we farm soybeans also contribute to environmental destruction. 80% of those soybeans go to the fucking cows, you retard. What do you mean? Who do you think is eating all these soybeans? It's not soy milk. It's all being processed into feed for animals. If the fastest way for you to reduce the amount of soybeans being farmed is to end animal agriculture, that is the quickest way to cut 80%. I'm not sure that's true. You are very stupid, unfortunately. Go look it up. Meat is literally... What do you think we're feeding the cows? Grass?
Cows.
What do you... yeah.
That's why we got mad cow disease,
secret sauce
dude. You
soybeans?
don't read?
Yeah. Anyone who knows anything about this issue knows that the vast majority of soybeans are literally animal feed. Like, the Amazon rainforest is cut down to produce soybeans that are used for cattle. And pastures for cattle to graze on, or roam, rather. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, the amount of meat that is created is obviously tied to the amount of feed that is required. We'd be replacing our milk production? No, we wouldn't, because it's incredibly inefficient. It takes 16 calories of fucking soybeans to produce 1 calorie of fucking milk. It takes 1 calorie of soybeans to produce 1 calorie of soy. Do you understand? Are you stupid? You're an idiot. You don't know anything about this topic, so stop discussing it. You tried. You failed. It was bad. This is intense cope. I know. Fuck me. Holy shit. Like, the most 2003 arguments against veganism I've ever heard. You can argue against veganism in more sophisticated ways than just knowing absolutely nothing about the topic, except what you learned in school. From the dairy lobby! Jesus Christ.
But see, my argument is all animals are inherently evil and taste delicious.
Yeah, Wiz is on the loner box train of it's fine to rape animals to death for your own pleasure.
Hey, it was my train first.
Yeah?
We spoke before you and him did.
Because there's no, sure, fine. There's no, like, again, okay, think about the food pyramid, the food cycle, right? You do not feed an animal. The nutrient cycle. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? The food chain, right? Even you learned this when you were 5 years old. The food chain requires that you eat 10 times the amount that you end up existing as, right? Like, a rabbit has to eat 10x the calories to produce calories in its own body, and similarly a predator like a fox would have to eat 10 times its body weight to maintain its body weight over the course of its growth period, right? This is why we feed cows extremely nutrient dense foods like soybeans to build them up as quickly as possible so that we can kill them at 6 months. Vegan argue without emotional language challenge. Yeah, Dark, you're right. I should learn how to handle an emotional argument from you.
What if I made a new species of animal? Would you eat that? Like a Jurassic Park?
I would eat gamers. If it was a gamer,
no,
yes.
No. I Jurassic Park animals into existence. Right, I make a new thing. Would you eat that? No.
Loner defended the lolly. He's compromised.
Answer me, coward!
Sorry. What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What do you want?
If I invented a new animal, right? I did some gene splicing. Would you eat that?
Again, if it was a gamer, yes. Otherwise, no.
Oh, so you're pro-life? Or pro?
I'm pro-life, yeah. Sure, why not? Yep, that's it. I'm announcing on Pride of all days. Well,
no.
gay boys don't need abortions. So actually, gay men probably don't want abortions so that they can have more on the adoption market, right? That's the real gay man position. Is to ban abortion so that you've got more unwanted children to adopt.
I don't think it works that way.
Smug, you decided to yap. Oh, yap. Okay. What about only eating aborted animal fetuses? I'm pretty sure that's a delicacy in France.
No, escort snails are a delicacy in France.
No! Don't eat me. Please don't eat me. Please, no, please, no, please, no. Would you eat the cow from Hitchhikers that yearns to be eaten? I guess so. I don't like that they made it yearn to be eaten. I guess, like, would you have a slave that was bred to want to be a slave? Well, that's just leftism, actually. Never mind.
That's the house elves from Harry Potter. True, by the way.
That's Pride, actually.
Do you
That's
know,
Pride.
Did you know about this? There's a whole story arc in the Harry Potter books where Hermione tries to do like a free the slaves arc, and all the little gnome things are like, no, we want to be slaves. Our species are slaves. We don't want freedom. And everyone laughs at her for trying to emancipate the Dobbies.
That is very JK coded. That makes sense. That is very J coded.
It's as always, the moral conclusion of her story is don't rock the boat.
Makes sense. The human sacrifices wanted to be sacrificed. Yeah, I know. Anyway, let's move on from the milk. I think the milk has got people fiending. Okay, it's got people mad. They're furious.
We went on to this article. You told me to open this article and you haven't said anything about it. What's going on here?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, because it's actually just re-establishes everything that we've already said. Because
what is milk pep? Why is it called milk pep?
Oh, I don't know. This was their old thing.
Oh.
Do you wanna press audio on the thing?
No. TikTok will be copyright.
That's true. We did it! Yay! Okay, can we do something that is? All right. I crashed out on milk nutrition. I have some related topics, and they're only related because they also involve women.
Ooh.
That's it. That's the only relation. Yeah.
You didn't want to do.
What?
Have you not seen these articles? Look.
Oh no! This is gonna crash me the fuck out.
This is what I found.
No.
This is what I was trying to tell you about earlier.
Okay. Wait, we can
And
go
it's
through
like
these
how
one by one.
milk is better than soy milk.
Oh, this is gonna make me so angry. All right, let's go. Okay, you
me
log the
and Ed
article.
went through this
Okay,
and we very quickly found. Okay, so look at the comparison, right?
Yeah. Oh, low-fat milk, of course.
No. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna duck out of the way. Do you see what they've done here? Instantly, you should be able to tell what they've done here.
Let me have a look. Are they in different quantities? Sorry, this is small. I'm struggling to.
Sorry. Let me get this for you because you're blind and stupid. Let me get this for you.
I'm blind and stupid. I'm blind and stupid. I'm very, very dumb.
Oh,
thank you. Okay,
right. I'll move over here. Do you see what they've done? Move your little head out of the way. It's kind of clever, but kind of stupid.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna get owned by
this.
Did you get it? Let's see.
Because me and Ed noticed it very quickly.
Wait, there's no weight. Are they using calories as the metric?
Nope. It's not that deep.
Okay.
Not that deep.
What? How much? Okay, hold on. Wait, original oat milk? What does that mean? Unfortified?
Nope, you're still thinking too deep. Be a stupider, please.
Okay, hold on. Low-fat milk, original oat milk.
What? Conveying the information this way, why have they done it this way? Because there's two parts that don't really make sense. Have you got it?
I don't...
Okay, I'll break it down. What they've done, they've tried to claim that low-fat milk as nutrients has all this stuff in it and only has a couple ingredients, whereas original oat milk has a little bit of nutrients, but so many ingredients.
I see. They're doing the whole. They're doing the processed chemicals thing. I see.
Yes, that's why they split it between nutrients and ingredients.
Right.
Which is so sneaky.
Thank you. Processed foods is like, it's because I don't have processed foods brain because it's retarded. But yes, actually, you're right. Yeah, that is one of the biggest wins for animal agriculture propaganda in recent history is the processed foods bullshit or ultra processed foods. It's crazy. Like, processed foods doesn't actually tell you anything about the nutrition profile. It just tells you how much a food has been adulterated, including how much it's been fortified. So you end up with this weird thing where like people are drinking raw milk and getting salmonella or whatever the fuck, whatever diseases come with that. But then like, if you're drinking like fortified oat milk, which is way more processed, you'll actually get way more vitamins. You'll get the B12 that you would be getting from like milk. So it's just it's very, very fucking stupid. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I also hate that they're constantly appealing to
it's just
low
very
fat
sneaky.
milk. That's very stupid.
Very sneaky.
Yeah. Cheeky boys. Yeah, ingredients milk is so funny. Right? Isn't that insane? Like just because it is like it starts off with so much garbage in it. Yeah. Yeah, very weird.
Gel and gum. What the hell is gel and gum? Sounds evil.
Yeah, it's like a emulsifier. Can I get a yay chemicals? Mog, you're so stupid. You're so dumb. Everything's a chemical. What do you think a chemical is? Explain the difference between a chemical and an ingredient. Jesus. Yeah, this is very fucking embarrassing.
Have a little read of the understanding your options section.
Okay. Real dairy milk is one of the original farm-to-table, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. It provides B vitamins for energy, high-quality protein. Okay. Again, we separate each individual thing. Okay, dairy milk also offers a range of health benefits backed by decades of research. In fact, intake of dairy products is also associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes, with lower blood pressure in adults. The nutritional, again, like, I'd have to look at these studies.
Doesn't matter. Keep reading and you'll get to the bit that's actually important.
So next time you decide what to request in your latte or pick up at the store, remember non-dairy.
No, you skipped an important. Jesus Christ!
Oh, sorry, so sorry. The nutritional impact of non-dairy alternatives, on the other hand, has not been thoroughly. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Yes, it has. It just hasn't been studied by you. It's just had less funding because you benefit from funding the research into the alternative. They do the same fucking. So many milk studies run the same fucking game plan of they look for an association between, like, you know, dairy and like a cardiovascular disease or whatever. They make the study massive with 100,000 fucking participants, and then they make it so fucking noisy that they find no effect, and they go out of that study going, we found no association between dairy intake and cardiovascular disease because the study was poorly designed. And then they'll use that and say, look, we did a study of 100,000 people where there was no link between dairy and cardiovascular disease. But actually it's because they just fucked the study in ways that are, you know, academically in theory rigorous, but in practice end up obfuscating the actual effect size of various different correlations between dairy and the actual health output. So yeah, very fucking stupid.
It doesn't look like they've got a source for that claim either. It's like one of the few things.
If you want to
there's only
save
two
milk,
sources for this entire article.
Yeah, Department of Agriculture. Jesus.
This is the thing that caught my attention.
The milk guys. Yeah.
You know
what? The freezing milk?
No. The fact that it had no sources and it had that weird little comparison piece.
Is milk the worst thing to happen to humanity? No. Like, milk historically had some benefits that were probably unique to it. Like, I guess. But yeah, the last, obviously, mass exploitation of dairy has been catastrophic.
Make yourself a little bit smaller
and health. Oh my god! What am I, Lily?
We're hanging out. We're hanging out now.
Chilling. We're vibing. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I found it very, what's it called? I don't know, very weird, very suspect. And then when you go to this sort of thing, it's like a very similar structured article, you know?
Similar bullshit, yeah, okay. Is soy milk good for you? Wait, let me see this. I want to freak the fuck out. All foods, soy milk, including soy milk, can be part of a healthy diet. Okay, when you consider decades of research reinforcing low-fat milk is one of the most nutrition-rich beverages available, choosing to include dairy milks in concise is a great option. They actually cannot even. They don't even have anything.
They answer a completely different question.
They're just like, milk is a great option. Okay. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look at the soy milk. I wonder if they mention lactose intolerance ever.
What were you saying? Using soy milk as a substitute? Are you saying? Or do you want the comparison part?
Consider this. The flavor and consistency of soy milk is different from dairy milk. That's the best they got? That's the best they've got.
That could change the thickness and texture of dishes like pancakes, oatmeal, and smoothies.
25 cents a glass. Yes, because you're subsidized by taxes, you fucking animals. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We can give you milk cheaper. Wouldn't you rather have cheap milk?
Bro. You're subsidized. Everyone's taxes pays for your garbage. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Yeah, there's no supply demand for the dairy industry. They'll just buy out your excess production to keep farmers happy. Oh god, you can literally just break the rules of capitalism so long as you're raping cows while you do it. It's crazy. Amount of ingredients for these are weird talking about. Yeah, I have to. The processed thing is so fucking annoying. It's the main thing I hear from normies now. Is I'll mention fucking like, oh, have you tried like a vegan burger? And they'll be like, well, I don't really want to eat ultra processed foods.
They put the soy milk on top this time.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, again, the more ingredients thing, so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the process thing is such a crazy. There's now backlash against that. Actual nutritionists are coming out going like, hey, this whole process.
Non-milk dairy alternatives, including soy milk, are often fortified with these nutrients and have different nutrient amounts.
Yeah, often more. What's different is more. Usually it's more.
Yeah.
Also, milk is fortified. Milk is fortified.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You know how the cows get B12 because they are injected or fed a B12 fortified like vitamins. They are literally injected with the B12. So your option is to drink something that is fortified with B12 artificially, or to inject it into a cow and then kill the cow and then eat the cow filled with the B12. Holy fuck. It's so stupid. Just say you're okay with animals being raped like Lonabox does. That's it. That's your get out of jail free. Just fuck dogs for fun. And you're free. You're free of the moral imperative to not eat meat. To not drink milkies.
This is true.
Okay, dude. There's one more component to this story that I think is necessary. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Look at this. Why are they done it? What
you.
is this? Sorry.
I'm forwarding you some Discord business. I'm so sorry. So this is obviously a follow-on from the now defunct.
There's just no
campaign.
substitute for milk.
I thought it'd be fun if we looked at the Got Milk campaign and had a look at how gross and fucked up and sexualized these adverts were. Because honestly, looking back at them, I cannot believe that women were not screaming about their poor children being like shown horrible.
You've done this the most difficult way possible. You are the worst.
Just click on it. Just click on it, and then I see what your problem is. Just fucking open in link. What do you want from me? Open link. It's fine. Right click, open link.
Yeah, but they've all got. That's what I've done, but they're all different sizes.
Okay. I want to be clear. Okay, I don't know how many of these are real. There's no way to verify it. I don't care. I think these are real, but some of them might slip through the cracks. Anyway. Oh god. Yeah, go back to the other one. I want to go back to the. Yeah. That first one is nightmarish. All grown up. We're not little girls anymore, but that doesn't mean we've stopped drinking our milk.
Yeah.
We know about 15% of your height is added during your teen years, and the calcium in milk can help. Who knows? You might be the next big thing. Got milk? I don't think these are real. I don't care. This is as horrific as anything I saw, alright? These fucking suck ass, dude. This whole Got Milk campaign was weird and gross and sexualized, regardless of whether these are real or not. We'll go through them. Are you sure these aren't real? I feel like I saw like legit magazines with this shit in it. I think you forget how normal it was to sexualize 18-year-olds in the 2000s.
I try to check.
Whatever.
Okay, so what you want to see, boob?
It literally, I don't know. 2004, America's dairy farmers and milk processors. I don't know. This looks like weirdly legit. Because every celebrity did this, bro. This has to be real. These have to be real. Like, every single one of them is this unpleasant.
Reminds me of old comic book adverts.
Yeah, they're really, all of them are bad. Oh god. Yeah, look, there's these Britney Spears ones as well. Dude, I'm pretty sure these are real. Everything I'm seeing is this gross. Every single one of them is this disgusting.
No, not Kermit. Not Kermit.
Yeah, I know, right? Kermit. That one is the one that really hurt me, dude. That's the one. That's the one that really hurt.
Send me a whole other one.
Yeah, I sent you a billion. Like, you need to go through them all. They're all important.
I am going through them all.
Okay.
This can't be real. There's no way Taylor Swift was around at this point.
I don't remember any of this. No, Body by Milk was a real website, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
It's in the Wayback Machine, I checked it. Yeah, that was like a rebrand of the Got Milk campaign. The Got Milk campaign literally went to 25 years. Like, it was such a prolific campaign. It did. Oh, this one sucks. Sure, I'm young, but I know a lot about girls. This is just the 2000s. This is just what advertising was like in the 2000s. I think you all forget. We literally, I'm sorry, in the 2000s, we as a society were literally having like, we can't wait until Hermione Granger grows up. We can't wait until so-and-so hits 18 years old. This was literally a normal thing in magazines. The Sun newspaper, when was the Sun newspaper last putting 16-year-old titties on?
Like 2014 or something.
Literally. Didn't they put 16-year-old boobs?
Yeah, I think they went as young as like 13.
Jesus.
And they never age verified people. They were just like, all right, okay.
God damn, it's so fucked up. So yeah, I think you guys underestimate how pedophilic naturally society was. It was so fucking awful. The 2000s were a nightmare. Look up the TV ads. Actually, yeah, I do have a couple of the TV ads. They're not the sexualized ones. Ah! What's changed since the Amanda show? Me, thanks to milk. I'm sorry. Look, let's all just be honest here. The milk on the mouth thing on Pretty Women was absolutely a cum thing. It was absolutely a sexualization. It was cum. Bambi, it was cum. It was coming on celebrity women's faces. That was the ad campaign. That was the ad campaign. It was a man, Don Draper. Don Draper did this. It was about coming on women.
Do you like my makeup?
It was about jizzing in the faces of women. That's what the campaign was. We all know it. We all know that it was about cum. It was about cum. It was coming. It was about cum. Fuck, man.
Do you like my makeup?
And also,
Bambi?
every single one of them was like, "Look how hot I am now." Remember when I was a child? Remember when I was a child, and now you want to fuck me? Now you want to fuck me? I used to be a child. And now I'm a woman. Now you want to fuck me because I drank all my milkies. Drink milk, and then you might be able to fuck me. Not as a child, as an adult. You waited until I was an adult, right? Didn't you? Wink, haha, wink, haha, haha, wink.
It was hard to do a little love heart.
I hate the dairy industry. It's almost like building an entire industry on the non-consensual rape of female animals probably has some knock-on effects into the sexualization of women. Possibly? I don't know. Many feminists are saying this, though.
The smoke crash there, but I don't know, milk.
All secretions are the same. Yep. Oh my god. Can we look at the Jennifer Aniston ones? These are the friends cast as well. This was classic. Oh wait, go back. I want to see the horrible. Is this the Williamses?
1 cup 2 straws?
Yeah, 1 cup 2 straws, please. Like, what's the best way to toast my sister's victory with milk?
Weird.
The text on every single one of these ads is really gross and weird and sexual. Black coded. Clem, stop! You have to stop. You have to stop. You have to end that. Next, come on, show me more posters. Crash me out. Just end my life.
You wanted to see? You want to see this?
I want to see Whoopi Goldberg. I want to see Star Trek. What's her one say? I can't read it. Zoom in.
It's really small.
Hear the one about the comedian who never drank milk. I'm glad they didn't sexualize Whoopi Goldberg, I guess. She had a weak funny bone.
Wait.
Oh,
Lucky for us lactose intolerant folks, there's lactose-free milk.
There it is. Yep. See, that's how they get you.
Whoa.
So this is black. Wait, it is black coded. Clem was right. This is the black coded got milk ad. Oh no! Clem won. Why should she be left out?
It does say folks.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's pretty black coded. All right, next. Let me see. Oh, this one. Oh dear. This is gonna be unpleasant. We're such good friends. If I got invited to a big Hollywood party, I'll call you the minute I got home. Or if you had stuff on your face, I'd tell you sooner or later. Right, like now, sort of. But this is to tell more women to drink skim milk. Ew! What? What is this? This is so weird.
I like the LARP. I don't like how they've written.
The LARPing's really weird. Like, they thought they were writing a Friends scene. They thought they were writing a scene from Friends. Jesus. Oh, Lisa Kudrow, you could have done so much better.
And Kermit is fucking.
The Kermit one is fucking depressing. What does Kermit say?
Milk isn't just for tadpoles.
Why are you not doing your Kermit voice for this?
What? Because I copyright.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I'm too close to the sun. Too close to the sun.
Yeah.
You'd know it.
Do it as Miss Piggy.
It's just Yoda. No. It's just like higher pitched Yoda.
Yeah, it is. Kirby. Yeah.
Yoda. Milk is just for tadpole. That's Marge. Never mind.
This is as good as AI. Yeah, AI art will never peak as hard as this for sure. This is peak performance. Yeah.
He's got nothing. They didn't let him put a Gale caption on his. Yeah.
They couldn't think of anything. They got so much money.
Taylor Swift. Swift pick in business. You've got to be decisive, so I chose milk.
What?
Some studies show teens choose milk instead of getting sugary drinks tend to be leaner, and the protein helps build muscle. So eat right exercise and drink 3 glasses of low-fat free milk every day?
Oh my god! That's like... Jesus Christ. That's such a horrible fat ratio.
How did the Nazis have such a fixation on like fat people, but also tell folk to drink 3 glasses of milk a day?
Well, but that's the thing, isn't it? Right? Like they don't care. They just want to. They fattened everyone up and then they made them feel bad about it. Like that's literally it. No celebrities are drinking milk, but all of these celebrities were like, I will not put a drop of that in my body.
But I will pretend to drink milk.
Yeah, you may apply it to my face, but then I will immediately be wiping it off and replacing it with Renuva. None of that substance will get anywhere near my digestive system. I made myself lactose intolerant to lose 14 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god. Yeah, this is fucked. Yeah, don't drink milk. If you've got milk, you're a bad person and a rapist. Yeah. There you go.
It's rough out here.
Speaking of rapists, hi Austin, how's it going?
Whoa. What?
Oh,
I don't get the reference.
Austin Powers, rapey guy, whatever.
No, the ladies loved him.
They loved him.
Ding dong.
Yeah. Oh, behave. Oh god, they even got the fucking. It's just so weak, dude.
Yep.
I can keep my mojo working over time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so gamer girls have taken over the world, I guess. We did it. We made it. It's huge.
Whoopee!
Huge win for gaming. Huge win for women. Speaking of women winning, I thought it'd be funny if we looked at that lady who spent a year dating right-wing conservatives as opposed to left-wing conservatives.
Oh.
In the alt-right. And kind of reported back her findings because it sounded very funny. And there's a Cosmopolitan article. And since we're doing woman-coded shit, I thought a Cosmopolitan article would be ideal. Pride-coded, sorry, yeah. Well, I mean, Pride is for women, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Pride is for women with boyfriends who say they're bisexual. That's what Pride is really for.
Yeah, and you're not projecting?
I might be projecting a little, let's be honest.
I think you're projecting a lot.
I'm projecting this article into your projector.
I'm projecting a donation. Thanks, guys. Thanks, chat. Pride. Donate for Pride.
Here is a video that is not TikTok, but in fact Reddit, just to set the scene, and then we'll go to the article because it's.
You're saying me a fucking Reddit video? Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
dude.
enjoy.
What is wrong with you?
Enjoy, love you, enjoy, love you, and then the article. I need to prove that it's relevant by showing you how many outvotes it got.
Why can't you just look up the original TikTok? Why have you sent me a Reddit post to TikTok?
I'm not gonna look up a fucking TikTok online. I'm not crazy.
Oh god, let me see if I can get this. Okay.
He's looking at the computer. He's working it out. He's fumbling with the fucking till. He's fumbling with the till, trying to get the video up. Hey, it looks fine. That'll do.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I can see what's on your screen.
I can see what's on my screen.
I'm looking at the till, bro.
You stop trying to look at the till.
I'm peeking. Well, I want to see if you're overcharging me.
Guess what, honey? I am.
Did you just add 20% tip? I didn't say 20% tip.
I think I can do whatever the hell I want.
Why doesn't YouTube have a buy flag emote? Buy Erasure.
Because we're not fucking monetized on YouTube!
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah.
Liberal, they have liberal friends, and then
maybe go to the beginning. That would be cool.
I'm trying to get the fucking video working.
Jesus.
If you scroll too high up on the volume mixer, it mutes the video. I love Reddit.
Hell yeah, dude! It's yeah, there you go.
I love Reddit.
The buffer overflow on the volume.
They have liberal friends, and then they go online, and they are a white supremacist.
Oh my god!
This is Vera Papasova. She spent the last year dating far-right men in New York City for a story for Cosmopolitan magazine.
They're the most insecure men I've ever sat down with. It was really difficult to have some of these dates because they were so insecure because they don't really know who they are and they don't know how to figure that out.
She said the men she dated got all their news and information from the so-called manosphere.
They did not listen to anything else.
Bro, you're playing another video.
That can't be possible.
No?
Oh my god. Why is there overlapping audio in this video? This is crazy.
What have you linked me?
I thought this was just a little summary video to kick the segment off.
They love the UFC guys. They love the MMA guys because those guys do what they can. They're modern gladiators. They're badass. One of these guys brought me to a political meeting.
And did they talk about politics?
Barely. They talked about, it was a bunch of men complaining about girlfriends and wives, regurgitating Andrew Tate type of advice about how to train your girlfriend how to train your wife to be submissive. And so this group was supposed to be a political group, but they're talking about relationship problems. And the fact that that's what most of the time was spent on.
He's like a gay guy.
You don't need to be a neo-Nazi. You need therapy. You have to incentivize someone
all right, let's see how
better.
painful this cosmopolitan coded article is.
I don't know. I don't think this is a novelty that she's meeting up with gentleman groups and they talk about their wives.
I don't think so either. To be clear, this is a very, very this is absolutely a 50-50 coin flip on whether this is an insufferable cosmopolitan woman or whether this is actually some interesting, useful information about the alt-right. I'm fully coin flipping here. Okay.
Okay. Let me get this article up.
Basically, what I'm saying is that I've double dipped on 2 potential avenues for us to get angry about something. Growing man seems so manipulable. I think I should start dating them. Honestly, they're so retarded. That might actually be a good plan. But you could also get murdered. So you know, swings and roundabouts. You're watching a TikTok video that was posted in Reddit. Yeah, and you're watching that on YouTube.
You need to stop using Reddit. I am a drag queen. I am the lizard queen. Guys, remember to donate for Pride. I am the lizard queen.
Incredible.
Okay.
Scroll down to or Control F sober, and we'll start from that paragraph because that's where it gets juicy.
Oh. Okay, doesn't want Control F. Control F.
It should be. It was. There will be a Control F. Come on, it's a browser. There you go. All right. Okay. So she starts dating a guy called Jared. I told him that I was born in Russia and was a writer. He showed me a list he'd written of his favorite desserts in the city. It was a sober hobby he'd started during the pandemic, going to restaurants by himself, sampling sweets. He made a lot of lists, he said, most of them food-related. I asked what other kinds he made. Lists of lies liberal white women tell about Donald Trump.
Okay.
Suddenly, his leg was shaking. He grabbed the edges of the table and raised his voice. White liberal women are a plague on our society. Wait, this just sounds like a buddy of mine. He then proceeded to drink 11 iced coffees.
Okay, I think this has to be a lie.
Okay, it's possible it's a lie. I'm fine. It's cosmopolitan after all. But, I mean, her big thing is that she did this. So I imagine that with the number of dudes she dated over a year, 11 iced coffees, by the way, is not abnormal for a New Yorker. That is actually very normal.
How big are the iced coffees?
Bro, have you not seen the sizes in American Starbucks? You are behind the times. 11 iced coffees. What she means is like 11 doses of coffee. This man probably got like 1 or 2 giga giant sized cups. Bro, Starbucks, this is very normal at Starbucks, I promise you. I promise you. How long would that take? Not very long. It's cream. Cup is in it. Yeah, exactly. It's like...
Okay, so there's like a measurement. Okay.
They literally sell you milkshakes at Starbucks.
I've just never seen 11 iced coffees implies that it's like 11 different drinks. Not 11 cups of iced coffee.
No, yeah, it's not. He's not doing shots of espresso. He's like drinking like 2 separate like iced, milkshake dessert drinks. I used to work there. That sounds like a myth. I don't know if you worked there in America, but I have seen the videos of Starbucks in America where they give you like 6 doses of coffee. Have you not seen people post their fucking Deliveroo receipts or like Uber Eats receipts where they ask for like 11 shots of coffee, like literally 11 shots of coffee in a drink for like their unicorn frappuccino or whatever the fuck? I promise you this is real. I've seen this enough times for it to be real. The other reason I think this is real is that this guy literally says making lists is his hobby.
Embo's ready for filth.
Smoke talking like a North Korean defector about right? Yeah, true. It's because I work with Americans. I work with a bitch who has a Stanley cup and she fills the entire thing with coffee. That thing is 14 gallons. In Breaking Bad, they stole less fluid from the train than this bitch drinks in a morning via this fucking Stanley cup. This thing's horrifying. It's literally like a fucking gallon. Yeah, making lists is his hobby. Not only is it autistic, this is why I believe the 11 iced coffees, because this man is a gooner. This guy is literally watching list content. Freak. Exactly, he's a dope fiend, bro. He is literally like autistically creating lists. He's consumed so many lists that now he's a list maker, and he just doses himself with shitloads of caffeine. So this is why I believe the coffees, is because the list thing is so unfortunately real.
Okay.
Let's keep rolling.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay, so she talks about like some of the vitriol of like the guys, very dangerous. She hires a former Navy SEAL to be her unofficial security consultant. Oh god, some of his advice was less than practical. He told, by the way, I think in reading this, I would like you to keep in the back of the mind, if you're on dating apps and you wonder why women treat you badly on them, we're about to find out. He told me that as a woman, I'm 5 to 8 times more likely to be physically attacked and should be prepared to use lethal force if necessary, which would require training in hand-to-hand tactics. Stay as powerful and fit as humanly possible. Really, carry a gun in America as a woman, basically.
It's really New York, you idiot.
Oh shit. Carry a very secret gun that you don't tell anyone about, even the government. I sorted through bios that included guys comparing the violence of January 6th to how violent they are in bed, and phrasing that stated they believed in 2 genders only. Many profiles I read included the word pure blood to signal that someone wasn't vaccinated. They've got mud blood? They've got mud blood now? The right wing have mud bloods, bro. I've not seen this before. They call people who haven't been vaccinated pure bloods?
I just see not vaxxed. I see unvaxxed.
Let's have a look. No, it's real. Fascist health-related trends. Global network on extremism and technology. Yeah, pure bloods is a real thing. Jesus. Yeah,
Whoa.
Pure blood is a real thing. That's crazy, dude. They literally have they have fascist muggles. Actually, you know what? I guess muggles were already fascist as conceptually, so fair enough. Fair enough, actually. One man who loves Tucker Carlson wrote that dating someone who agrees with him politically is more important than ever. I came across 4 different profiles mentioning a hatred of women with pink hair. Yep. I asked every man I messaged about his
That's funny, because pink hair is quite an old trend, isn't it?
Yeah, which is, I think, again, it's their gooners, right?
The
they
idea,
are just watching...
Yeah.
It's the... Well, they've been using those same 2 pictures of SJW women screaming
Do you know
for
what?
like
Do you know what I've been thinking about, right? Do you know how the right wing... their idea of leftism is locked within 2014.
Yes, yeah.
Most women I meet that are my age, specifically through like dating apps and stuff like that, are similarly like locked in the 2016 era of politics. Have you noticed this?
That is true. Yes, that's true.
Why?
I agree with that. I would basically relate this to my pre-20, post-20 hypothesis, right? The idea that essentially a bunch of people got onboarded into politics in 2016, for sure.
Yes.
But COVID was such a massive accelerant that what happened is culture dissolved because the internet used to react to reality, and then it would kind of create its own shit off the back of things that were happening in the real world, but reality was the engine that drove culture forward. Now, post-COVID, everyone got moved onto the internet, and there is no longer a real engine of cultural progression. So, you end up with everything essentially mega locked into this, like, hyper-capitalist realism state where there is no future. You just basically loop round and round and round. The strongest... element of this now, I would say, is like AI slop, right? Because it's just reformatting, remixing, recontextualizing content that has already existed. Same for like remakes, Marvel movies, and like, you know, kind of media.
Okay, this is less interesting an explanation than what I actually need. I want to know why specifically it's a type of woman that's doing that, you know? If you just say like, oh, it's to do with their internet habits, that sucks ass. Because it is a type of woman.
It's everyone. It's not just women.
Can you let me finish, please? We're talking about anecdotes here.
Oh my god.
Right?
I'm sorry. I would never.
You'd never what?
Go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead. Please go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, sweetie.
There's just like a subsection, and it's the same sort of beliefs, but it's also like the same crowd that's like sex workers work, the BLM stuff that's just like never evolved past that, but they will still act like they're on the cutting edge of politics.
Yeah, but what has changed since? Like, culture has stagnated. There is nothing to go next to. What's the next thing? There isn't anything. It stopped. It's ended. It's over.
What?
What would the next thing be? What, like, the point I'm making is that, like, they're stuck there because nothing has changed.
Comparatively, they'll have no opinions on recent bills and rulings and stuff like that. You know, like the most recent stuff that's happening with the trans rights and stuff like that. They have no clue. No clue. Yeah, but, like the atrophied.
Yeah,
but they cared about that in 2016. They were on the cutting edge in 2016, and then it's just like total atrophy.
Yeah, I think. But they still,
but they act Oh, Smug, come on.
Okay.
Let me finish a sentence. Come on, buddy.
Say your point. You're saying the same thing over and over. You're stuck in 2016. Okay, go ahead.
My point is, they never developed their views. They still think that they're on the cutting edge, whereas things are still happening, but they're acting like the things from 2016 is still the cutting edge and nothing's ever changed. But they act like it's brand new and it's like, have you heard about this?
These people don't talk about Israel-Palestine at all, are you sure?
No, don't talk about Russia-Ukraine either.
Oh, okay.
They're like they're locked in like the sex workers work argument, you know?
Okay. Yeah, maybe they're just in like specific algorithmic bubbles that don't really progress. But like, I do think it's basically just like the looping, right? There's no like once you're in a particular grouping, like how would you move to
I think I need to speak to a woman about this.
You are! By your logic, you are! Oh, okay, finally he admits I'm not trans, guys. We did it.
Well, yeah,
finally.
this is drag night.
It took 2 years. It took 2 years, but finally.
Well, I'm in drag and you're in drag. You're wearing a mustache.
Russia Crimea. There is not a single person in all of America that knows what happened with Russia Crimea. There is 0 Americans who understand or know anything that happened. None of them even know that Crimea is a country. None of them. 0. 0 people. There are 0 people in America who know that. Absolutely 0. And it is Obama's fault. True. Listen to them talk about a wall. Yeah, true. All right, let's keep rolling. Crimea isn't a country. Not anymore. No, I know it's not. I asked every man I messaged with about his relationship expectations and family values. They all seemed to know exactly what they were looking for in a wife and articulated it before we even met. She was typically an unvaccinated Christian white woman willing to quit her job and commit to homeschooling children. Her hobbies might include tending to a garden and feeding the animals. Okay, she's a vaccinated white woman who works and loves exercising at 6 AM and going to spas on Friday nights. The more people I met, the more profiles I read, the more I saw the term anti-feminism. Something bizarre started to happen. I found myself more and more curious about where my own political beliefs originated. I did an analysis and realized I'd only ever dated men who aligned with my points of view and seemed— No, she's not going to learn! No! No progression! What's she doing? This is meant to be about making fun of the right wing. She's going to learn? She's going to learn about feminism accidentally? That's terrible. What a horrible nightmare.
What?
Are you okay, buddy? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
Okay. Did your pills wear off, sweetie?
No, it's more like I don't know what this is. I feel like I lack context. You should have skipped halfway through the article.
But you wanted the establishing shot from the cosmopolitan white woman? I'm sorry. Chat, is anyone lost? Is anyone but Wiz lost?
I bring hands up. One's in chat if you lost, two's in chat if
are you lost? Sorry, were you unable to maintain like coherence?
Well, I need to have a setup of what it is. How many men has she met? How many people is she dating? What's her size pool? How's she targeting them?
You want the stats?
I want to know what the fuck's going on. It's the story.
If you listened to the video, you would have the fucking summary.
You didn't want to watch the video.
We watched most of the video. We got the summary. You weren't paying attention.
Oh my god, you're really ADHD tonight. You're losing it, pal.
I am. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I haven't slept very well. All right. Basically, all she did was for 1 year, she dated a shitload of alt-right guys. She made herself a dating app profile. And
how did she meet them? What dating app? Where? Who?
She used she didn't specify the dating app. She just picked a right-wing one that was Christian focused.
Okay.
And because conservatives don't really exist. In New York, yes.
At what age range did you say? How old is she?
She's in her early 30s.
Okay.
Which is about what I would expect, right? Like these are the kinds of conservatives I'm interested in. The Gen Z freaks are so idiosyncratic as to be basically pointless.
And what's her criteria for really choosing them?
I think she just picked guys based on their identity. So like Christianity, outspokenly conservative. I mean, she talks about like picking, going through profiles where guys, her only priority really was to avoid the ones who seemed like openly violent. Like guys saying, yeah, I'm violent I was violent on Jan 6 and I'm violent in the bedroom. Like she avoided those guys so that she wasn't killed. Okay. That was basically her only like kind of back out. That was it.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. All right. So we have another match that she goes to. Okay, Tom, a man who's 27 years old, so she's a little older than him. Okay. Outside St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan, he was already sitting on the steps, wearing a tweed suit and reading a paperback book. A scene right out of a rom-com if this were Hollywood. The disconnect between these guys who think like the ways that these guys think they're supposed to behave to be a good like mate, is like so stark compared to everyone else. Like these are the guys who most emulate the aesthetics of like a rom-com. I think that's pretty common. They have the worst fucking protect the children. What? Who's endangering the children? Stop distracting me! I'm not that religious, he told me on our first date, but I want my future wife to teach our kids biblical values. Tom's mother died of cancer when he was in high school, after which the women in their church community cooked meals for him and his father. My parents didn't raise me with any religious practice, and I'd never been to church other than for weddings and funerals. I sincerely told Tom I was interested in learning more about the lifestyle he envisioned, so here we were staring up at the monstrous bronze doors of the largest Roman Catholic building in the United States. Okay, scroll down. Veronica, Tom said. We're skipping boring bits. Veronica, Tom said, standing up and slipping his book into his jacket pocket. He offered me his hand to go up the stairs, like a prince ready to catch me if I lost my balance. Although I walk up 5 flights up to my apartment every day, sometimes while carrying heavy things, I place my palm in his. What? It's so refreshing to meet someone open to doing this instead of drinking at a bar, he said. That part felt nice for me too. I'm so confused about what she's she's losing
several
me.
Paragraphs.
No, I don't care, because I don't care about her.
I don't understand the narrative of this article. I wonder why.
It's not that I don't understand the narrative, it's that I'm so disinterested in her journey of discovery, and I'm much more interested in the men she's talking about. I don't want to hear about a woman yapping. Do you?
But you've chosen a Cosmopolitan article.
You're right. I don't read Cosmopolitan. I didn't realize how painful this would be. In retrospect, I've made a terrible mistake choosing this as a topic. I agree. I've made a terrible mistake, but we're committed now. We're gonna burn through it. All right, we're grinding. We're halfway through the article, and for your sake, do you want me to read every word of this article? Yes or no?
I don't know. We're too far in. We're more than 3/4 of the way in, and we haven't read any of it. We've read 10%. And you're like, why are you confused? Why do you not know what's going on here? I fucking wonder, dude. Thanks for presenting the information in a coherent and clear way and filling in the gaps when you do skip things. Instead, you're just like, actually, we're going to this paragraph now. And I search for the word fucking, what was it, sober?
He's so retarded, chat. What are we supposed to do? I'm trying. No one in chat agrees with you. Everyone is fine.
I don't see anyone disagree with me in chat.
You're the only person who's struggling here, brother. You're the only one who's having a difficult time understanding the article.
They're being nice to you. They can't call you out. I'm being real.
They're being nice to me? They're being nice to me. You think that our chat, our community is being nice to me?
Putting up with
They are not doing that. They've never done that.
I'm speaking for the people.
This would be the first time anyone has ever taken my side in one of our arguments. This would be literally the only time. Yeah, talking about reading it takes 10 times longer than reading it, you fucking animal. Right. Okay. As we admired a panel of stained glass, I asked him about the term biblical patriarchy, popular online among a set of women who call themselves anti-feminist because they are returning to biblical womanhood. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife as Christ is the head of the church. This is Ephesians 5:22-24, which I'd seen cited on TikTok, blogs and podcasts by Christian nationalists, trad wives, and the men's rights movement, usually used to justify conforming to gender roles as prescribed by the Bible. I asked Tom what he thought a biblical woman even is. Women should be submissive to their husbands, and some people believe they should be trained. It's about knowing your role in nature. It's undesirable for women to be too independent. As a man, I want to take care of you, and I believe in that biology. The liberal women I've dated emasculate men with their aggressive energy. We were no longer holding hands. See, I feel like this is appealing to some women, because the women who want to just kind of reject the shittiness of this, like, girl boss liberalism nightmare, like, I can see why they do just kind of are okay with falling back into, at least they get to homestead, at least they get dominion over like some aspect of their life rather than grinding in the corporations.
You want trad wives?
Basically, yeah. I mean, I get it. As we lit $2 candles, a tall group walked past, and I thought about Tom's dating profile. It said nothing about the Bible nor any of the things we've been discussing, but it did mention he was anti-white genocide. I asked him whether his future wife has to be white.
Which layer of hell / the abyss are we in? We're in a gay bar.
We're in a gay bar, yeah. He paused, then replied, I believe on principle that white people have a right to maintain a positive identity, and our collective well-being must be maintained with healthy families. White guilt is poisoning kids. He dodges it? He dodged it. He just dodged whether his future wife has to be white. Which makes sense, because I think a lot of the white, a lot of the trad white guys, I think are perfectly happy to have like a submissive Asian wife or a, like a Latina babe. Like they don't really care. He said he was anti-white genocide. Yeah, this is a conservative dating app. Part of what I was trying to explore and push back against is the idea that a person's identity can be reduced to a one-dimensional entity based solely on who they voted for. Now more than ever, we think we can tell everything about someone on the other side just because they wear a red hat or a blue I voted t-shirt. The job I assigned myself, I proactively started this research long before I began writing about it for Cosmopolitan, was to dig deeper, to learn more about these men on the other side of me, way on the other side in most cases, and as someone who cares about bringing people together, I wondered whether it was me who had been excluding them.
Did you realize this is saying nothing, by the way?
I know, which is why
this
I
article's annoying me because it's not even giving insight to any of this. There's no comment here.
I was hoping there would be insight. What do you want from me? I thought there would be something useful in here. Cosmopolitan failing me?
Did you not even read this?
I skimmed it and I found some interesting parts, but then I started getting mad when I started reading the boring parts.
Oh god!
I tried to skip the
so you're not even
you
tactically skipping through this article?
I was tactically skipping and then you prevented it.
Salt and chats. More salt and chat. Jesus Christ.
You complained.
He's an animal.
You complained.
What did I
complain? This is crazy. I set up a thing where I skipped to the interesting parts, just the parts about what the right-wing men she was dating were like. You then complain you're lost, so you forced me to read every word, then you complain it's boring. Did you consider that maybe in anticipation of you finding it boring, I was skipping to the parts that involved the right men? Do you not find it curious that I even knew where to control F you to get to the interesting part? You fucking idiot.
But you didn't.
Jesus Christ. I did! I literally gave you keywords that I specifically selected to skip
sure,
to the
you
next
did
part.
that, but you didn't skip to the interesting parts.
I did. I skipped to the minimum required. Oh my god, he's such a fucking animal. Everyone knows that you're doing this. Everyone knows that you're doing this.
Yeah, thanks for the salt, guys. Thanks for the salt. Thanks for passing the salt.
It's just salty squid. It's just squid. No one else is doing it. Okay. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I see. I see you, Delta.
Fuck you, you salty fucks, assholes,
I see you,
bastards,
Delta.
pieces of shit. All right. Fine, we'll go back to my version,
No,
which is
let's
skipping.
keep going. Let's
Please,
keep going. Yeah.
Control F Brian with a Y. Control F Brian with a Y. Click Alt.
Where the fuck does the Y go?
Control F. BRYAN.
Oh yeah, within the paywall. I think it takes me into the paywall.
It's not a paywall. Click, I'll do it later.
This
it's
one?
not a paywall. Scroll down. There you go. You got it. Oh my god, you're trying to be crazy. Brian. On the Thursday summer evening, I met Brian, 35, at a French wine bar in Brooklyn. I wore a long black ribbed dress, the most conservative option I could think of, and arrived early, counting 13 people and 2 exits. We got
this has to be more evidence into another pound in the Smuggler's Trans fucking jar, please.
This is such a... Yeah, you're right. I just...
You're doing your girlfriending me.
Fun.
You're telling me you're...
I am. Yeah, this is a punishment.
Yeah, come on, keep telling me about this Cosmopolitan article you fucking read.
Babe, check out this Cosmopolitan article. Can I read it to you?
You like far-right guys, but the Cosmopolitan wrote about it.
You're a Nazi. I thought
you like politics. Cosmo wrote about politics.
You really you like lists? Look, here's a guy who writes about lists. I just want to find a common ground between us.
Oh, keep going then, Con.
All right. Brian's hand found my lower back. I love that he dressed up for me.
Jesus!
Yeah, this is rough. I asked him if he considered himself a romantic. He countered by asking if romance was important to me. That is such a red pill. That's such a red pill thing, right? When someone asks you a question and then you check what answer they want before you answer. That's Andrew Tate through and through. That's a super Andrew Tate thing to do. Someone asks you something and then you go, "Do you want me to be?" And you kind of do it in like a cheeky way, but then you always give them the answer that they tell you they want. I replied, yes. I live my life in a way that makes me feel like I'm romancing myself. I do whatever makes me fall in love with myself in the world. I've never heard that before, he said, sounding confused, maybe disappointed. That's not something I see for myself. You don't think you deserve it? Men deserve to be romanced. Oh god, this really is Cosmopolitan. Holy shit. This is brutal. He wouldn't know where to start with something like that, he said.
Do you know who would read this article and think it's profound?
Straight Raid.
No, I was gonna say Erudite.
Oh, okay. I don't think Erudite would. I don't think Erudite can read. She can only read ChatGPT.
If Erudite could read, she'd read this and think it's the deepest thing she's ever read in her entire life.
You're right. I don't think this is deep, to be clear. I told you at the start of this, it's 50-50 garbage or insightful. And we're leaning heavily on the garbage. He responded with some now familiar anti-feminist rhetoric, natural feminine roles. How did he envision the masculine role then? A real man provides discipline, and any talking back or acting out is acting for punishment. Oh, this is you, Wiz. What else besides obedience does the real man need to feel loved? Yeah, Brian took a moment. The feminists convinced women to be dominant. Where's the love in taking away a man's masculinity? Love isn't always in the cards when people don't know their roles. I'm trying to make enough money to support a family, which means I need someone who can be home and take care of everything there. The fact that he's trying and failing is rough. This can't be real. But this is why I wanted to look at this, is because you don't usually see these like kind of authentic, on a date self-descriptions by right-wing men. So I thought it would be interesting to look at what they're conveying themselves as. To some, by the way, they all think she's a Christian woman. They all think that she's a conservative woman. So they are appealing to, this is what they'll say when they're not trying to trick a liberal into having sex with them. This is how they appeal to their own base, to their own women, right? So now, that doesn't mean that that's what the conservative women want, because obviously men are universally terrible at appealing to women. But it's interesting that that's how they appeal to their own demographic. When they pull their guard down, this is what they claim they want. Wiz?
Yeah? Sorry, I was yawning.
He's struggling, buddy. Yeah, okay. Let's find out about Jake.
Oh, yippee!
You know what? We'll stop the second I get a donation of any size.
She also goes on a date with Ron, 42. He was excited to tell me about my passion for funding women's health clinics. Like Planned Parenthood had asked? He goes, no! Stupid bitch!
Crisis pregnancy centers, which typically have religious affiliations and give out false information to pregnant women seeking abortions. I actually don't know anything about that. What the fuck is a crisis pregnancy? Do you know about this?
Oh.
What the fuck is that? It's like a Christian don't kill the baby meme. Like, you go there and they're like, yeah, no, this baby needs to live because otherwise, because it's got a little soul. It's got a little soul.
Sorry, we need to. She's just recounting. She's not giving an opinion on anything that's happening to her.
Well, this is the thing.
Is it because she's scared of scaring off conservative readers? Like conservative women readers?
No, it's cosmopolitan. It's cosmopolitan. Like, they literally don't, you know, they're...
That's what I mean. Why do you like that? My answer is why.
I think she's genuinely trying to bridge the gap and be like, hey, this is what the men are thinking, and I'm not going to go in with any judgment. But obviously, it's hard not to judge them being this retarded. Alright, let's have a look at Ron. Oh no, wait, Jake! Oh no! On a different week, I met up with Jake, 36. He was on his second mezcal Negroni, and I was sipping a seltzer with lime when I asked why his last relationship ended. My previous girlfriend killed our child. Like she's in jail now for murder? No, but she should be. She got an abortion and killed our child without asking me. Fucking hell. Yeah, look, I took a deep breath and tried to listen carefully. See, she's trying to do this, like, neutral... I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna listen to what these guys are saying. But these are all just, yeah, these are all just due to brain damage, unfortunately. Of course, they have dog shit analysis, their libs, yeah. But again, most liberals would be like, haha, look how crazy, look how stupid, look how dumb.
There's no analysis.
Okay, that's better than liberal analysis. That's better. At least she's just listening to them. Maybe we'll have a conclusion at the end where she gives her take, but... Oh no, here we go. Alright. Yeah, that's a first date mention. Matthew from New Jersey was going off about how we should have never let a woman be the head of the Secret Service. With each course, I fired off questions about his upbringing. He mentioned online groups where there are others like him, the kind where people whose radical to me beliefs find validation, and even more than validation, identity itself. Matthew later revealed he has a swastika tattoo. Oh, that's lovely.
Ooh, where?
Yeah. Some of these men, like Matthew, I see only once. Others I'd meet multiple times. I tried to organize what I observed and learned. Did she fuck any of these dudes? Like, even a single one? Surely. Yeah, all of them? Yeah, you're right. Some of them I fucked once, some of them I fucked multiple times. Even if they did feel like they checked all the boxes for some specified male role, they still felt like I just imagine
Cosmopolitan is written by the Sex and the City ladies, and I know there's an episode of Sex and the City where one of the ladies who's like a successful lawyer has sex with a guy that twirls a sign because she doesn't like how he looks at her.
Oh, what? I never watched Sex and the City. That sounds
Me
insane.
neither, but I just know there's an episode like that.
Well, you sound like a big fan, dude. I wanna. First of all, you should all like the stream, but secondly, we have too many viewers for what this content is. I don't understand why the view count isn't.
Yeah, where's the fucking likes, huh?
Can you please? Yeah, we should be. Yeah, we should be getting punished for this.
We got 40 viewers and 20 likes. Bump up those numbers.
We can skip this the second we get a donation. By the way. A conclusion I came to A conclusion I came to is that these men feel like most people, including the mass media, don't take the time or have no interest in taking the time to understand them or where they come from. Valid or not, this seemed to compound their feelings of isolation, which in turn bred a lack of curiosity on their part, furthering their own intolerance. This is fine analysis for a liberal. Yeah, I guess, yeah. No suffer? Oh god. I didn't feel that any of the men I dated were that interested in me as a person or where I came from either. I rarely got questions like, why are you Republican curious? What drew you to our dating app? What are your family values? What are you looking for in a partner? What are your goals in life? I wondered for a while if this was supposed to be my role. Should I have helped them create a framework for approaching relationships with more curiosity? One that might ultimately lead them toward a more inclusive kind of mindset. Maybe, but it was never my intention to save these men from their hatred. Oh, okay, so she just, okay. And I recognize that I'm privileged to even ask these questions to be able to explore them in real time and in person. Plus, after all these dates, I started to answer my own questions. I was too different from them, even if that was due to circumstance and upbringing in ways that made romantic or sexual attraction impossible. Despite my willingness to be open to anything, none of my dates progressed.
Well, she didn't fuck.
She didn't fuck any of them?
That's how she ends the article. I didn't fuck him.
She's just like, by the way, I didn't fuck him. Didn't fuck any of them.
Yep.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. That was worthless. Yeah, that was a terrible waste of time. Okay. Well, look, sometimes you take a
great
punt,
analysis. You know? We're ignoring them, but having not ignored them, they were awful.
When I skimmed this,
but she's not even aware that's what she's written. Did you see that?
What I'm realizing, dude, is that I skimmed this and I kept seeing little tidbits, little lines of like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I bet there's more in that paragraph, and then I kept skimming. But what I'm realizing is that my entire skim was the entire substance of the article. I did like a 2-minute skim. I saw some funny bits. And I was like, oh, this might be something. And then I realized, actually, I got all the value out of skimming it that first time in 2 minutes.
How is her conclusion? How is her conclusion? Not enough people pay attention to these people. But having paid attention, I fucking hate them. How is that a worthwhile conclusion?
It's just, yeah, it's weird.
I feel like she always does like self-aware.
I think she's deliberately taking the liberal runaround thing, where she's like, she didn't get any value of it.
I think she's scared of scaring off Republican readers.
There are no Republican readers of Cosmopolitan.
Yes,
what do you
there
mean?
Fucking are. Are you insane?
It's lib. Are you insane?
It's lib Republican. It's like center right. And
they're literally famously
it's women politics.
Cringe prog lib. Yeah, there are no right-wing women anymore. Look at the fucking polls. Look at the demographics. They don't exist. They don't exist.
Yeah, but she's not going to make. But like these women are also married to these guys, so she's not going to give an opinion that makes those women feel bad because they've married this type of guy.
Well, don't forget that those women love reading stuff that shit talks their husbands, right? That's one of their coping strategies for being in those relationships.
Because sometimes it pierces a veil and makes them look at their own life. They hate it.
I don't think they do that.
Tony Soprano's wife, Camilla.
I think that's when they drink. I think that's when they drink ayahuasca and then they.
Camilla Soprano's reading this. She doesn't want to fucking say, "Oh, your husband was a bastard." No one wants to read that.
She loved talking about how much her husband was a bastard. That was her coping mechanism.
Remember the whole therapy thing where, like, as soon as it gets real, she's like, "No, he's a great man."
Oh, I thought that was out of fear, not because she didn't want to do it.
It's all the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay. Ayahuasca would break them. Apply ayahuasca to any Cosmopolitan reader, and you will create a mass shooter for sure. Yeah, instantly. They will become a terrorist. They will be the first successful female mass shooter. Other than the trans women, sorry guys, I forgot it's Pride. Sorry, yes, I know there have been some women trans women are women. Trans women mass shooters are women mass shooters. I'm sorry guys, that's my bad. That's my bad. I stepped in it. Sorry, my bad. What? Ayahuasca only make terrorists in the US. That's their fundamental. That's the core. These women do exist. Their husbands configured their phones so they get 20 minutes of screen time on the Cosmo app. None of these people in these relationships have any control over their digital consumption. I promise you. There's zero. Absolutely zero. Yeah, this is very, very painful. This is your fault for being funny. I am very funny. That's true. I don't think there's ever been a trans woman mass shooter. No, but there have been mass shooters that claim to be trans women just to get, like, the right-wing, kind of, to do the right-wing shit. No, Lily! Stop! Put it down. No. Put it down. No. No.
Yeah, we'll all dead name you if you do a big mass shooting.
No, stop!
We'll be transphobic if you do that.
We're already transphobic. That's not a threat. That does nothing.
Yeah, it does.
That gets us nowhere. That gets us nowhere.
It gets us everywhere.
All right. Well, I've run out of content for stream.
You don't
so
want to be clocky with the glocky. You know what I'm saying?
Glocky with the glocky. I've run out of content for stream. So I don't know. It's media share now. Post
I thought
your
you wanted
videos.
to. No, I wanted, you said you had a Ukraine thing for me.
Yeah, but I want money. Mwah.
On this show, with these broke bitches. Actually, I gotta change the words. I don't get fucking cash in on my bit.
I don't think all the money
you're
goes to you, you fucking asshole.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't think
but
they're entitled to another segment for $5. I don't think they've earned it.
Wait.
Is that a blonde tash? It's a milk moustache. I've got milk.
Where is it? Whoop.
It's bugging me. I was gonna donate, but then remember I have no money. It all went to a bill. Where did you get that bill, Lily? Lily with the billy. What's a billy?
Billy.
Isn't that a blowjob?
Billy Colb is like a stick. There you go. Tip the barmaid.
Okay.
Now you have to, otherwise you're transphobic.
Tip the. That's true. I'm so happy I got Liz. What? Was his lipstick color right? Between the pink and the wine-colored heart. Oh, you're right. Look at that. Your heart is literally exactly the same as the page. That's insane. Wow. What the odds? See, there you go. There you go. I did that on purpose. That was artistic. I did that for art. I did that on purpose.
It was something.
That's me. I'm a genius. 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 Ah, okay, right. So you actually want to reward them for $5 with more content? Really? I don't think they deserve it. Thank you, Eva.
Fish speak.
I know how it works.
I was meant to bill you some money today. Also, I don't know why people like martinis. They taste like industrial cleaner.
I've never had a martini. I don't know what it tastes like. What does it taste like?
Martinis are delicious.
Well,
they're great. They're wonderful.
The fish thinks it tastes like industrial cleaner.
It's no, I love vermouth is really sweet. They don't put a lot of vermouth in it. Maybe that's it. Maybe you'd prefer a dirty martini with like a bit of pickle juice in it. I think that gives it a bit of zest. I love gin though. I'm a big gin guy. I love gin, so that's why I like martinis. Gin's
what, like
delicious.
the genies? I don't think anyone hates gin unless it's the scary guy. Ah!
Also, the USD is so fucking worthless hell mail that only cost me £3 hell mail.
Oh no!
Yeah. We put
That's
a
rough.
discount on so people can donate.
There you go. Yeah. With discounting by using the most powerful currency. The most powerful currency in the world is a discount now. Thanks, Trump. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's true. It's true. It's true. We do want to buy more dollars because they're so cheap. Thank you, Trumpy. Good tariffs. I can't believe my stream is more profitable than your main show. This is the dynamic. This is the dynamic. We get tortured and bullied on our main show for no money, and then we give you slop, and that's when we cash in. Ka-ching! If you want better content, you give money to this show. If you want worse content, what's wrong? Sorry?
I thought you were going to tell me about Ukraine.
Oh, I don't know anything about it, so I'm just going to make up a bunch of shit. Is that okay? Can I just lie about it?
Well, that's what that's what all wars are.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do pro-Ukraine information propaganda. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jason Cell. I know.
Don't mind me. Just donating so smart will continue the stream.
Thank you, boss.
You love. It's based incel. You love over talking the fish. It's just rude. You stop doing that.
I've never overtalked the fish. I always stop right before because I know the timing. I know the timing.
That's rude.
I always get it right.
You need to give the fish space.
I'm not gonna give it space. I'm not gonna
shy.
dead air. What am I, Queeman? I'm not gonna add
you need
dead
to not
air
be
for
so
no reason.
insecure that
I'm
you
not
can't live in
Queeman.
silence.
I'm not fucking Queeman. Bro, no, I'm not gonna dead air out of security. That's bullshit. You just don't know how to yap properly.
You just don't have the confidence
timing.
to be comfortable in yourself.
To sit in silence? I will sit in silence if it is a viable technique for bedding a woman, but otherwise I will yap indefinitely, okay? Unless I'm using it as a Riz pickup artist move, leaving silence in the room is pointless.
Weigh in, we can't decide. Choose smug, shut the fuck up, or
of course they're gonna say yes because they hate me.
Wait, isn't that enough of an argument?
Wait, Oscar agrees with me. I'm fucked. It's over. I'm wrong. If Oscar
Dead
agrees
air
with
is
me,
just
I'm wrong.
bad.
I know that.
Yeah, it's so
true.
Good. That's so.
I want my yaps
so
back.
good.
Yeah, see. Anyway, $20 is perfectly sufficient for me to go to the next segment. Thank you very much, chat. We will now move on to the next segment. We will do Ukraine. We'll do Ukraine. Okay. All right. Wiz, some crazy shit happened. I think Wiz literally knows nothing about what happened, right? You're like completely
so where
in the
is
dark.
Ukraine? Is it like Crimea?
Okay, so Ukraine is to Crimea. Is to Crimea what the River Jordan is to Israel or something. Anyway, Ukraine is a country in Asia or Europe. We're undecided yet. We don't know. And it borders a country called Russia, which nearly has the word Asia in it. So people aren't sure if it's in Asia or in Europe.
It's like fast Asia.
Europe. It's like Asia is wearing a hat filled with angry, drunk white people.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That's Russia.
That's a bad metaphor.
Well, I know. And, yeah, exactly. So anyway, this one's for Mina. Anyway, the Ukraine. I think Ukrainians prefer to be called the Ukraine because it makes them sound more like a Marvel movie. The Ukraine and the Ukrainians have been doing a very, very cool, epic job doing awesome terrorism that's super cool. But it's cool terrorism because it's in a war instead of bad terrorism when you do it outside of a war. When it's in a war, it's cool terrorism. When it's outside of a war, it's bad terrorism. We like the cool terrorism that's in wars and backed by the states, which I guess makes it not terrorism because it's terrorism that was backed by a state. Are you with me so far, Wiz? Are you okay, sweetie? What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Why are you struggling? What's going on?
I don't know, dude. I'm just having fun.
Okay.
See, unlike
I'm
you,
gonna show
I'm
you some
comfortable.
cool footage. Yeah, you're comfortable? You don't look comfortable. Okay. Pull it up. Twitter videos. War footage. Evil,
Is it
terrible
silly
war
to
footage.
ask if I can play this on YouTube? Is that a silly thing to ask?
You can play this, and I'm about to explain why, okay? So, the cool thing about this attack is that basically they didn't really kill any civilians, like, at all. It seems like they fully just, like, owned a bunch of Russian military infrastructure with essentially no loss of life, which is really fucking cool. Here's how it worked. As far as I can understand, they sent in a bunch of trucks. The truckers had no idea, by the way, that they were part of this plan. They sent in a bunch of trucks into Russia, and then they filled the trucks with drones that had bombs attached to them. They basically turned the trucks, and this is where it gets fun for you, Wiz, into transformers! Bro, Ukraine invented transformer trucks. The top opens up, and then drones start flying out of these random shipping trucks. It literally transforms from a truck into a drone platform, dude.
It sounds like the truck just had drones in it.
No, the top opened up like a transformer. It's so cool.
That's just called a door. That's not a transformer. That's just a door.
It's a transformer because it transforms from a truck. Just play the video. Look at this shit. So then these drones basically get piloted out.
Do you know when I want to leave my house, my wall transforms into an opening?
That's transport. Listen, okay, you know what? If you guys want to do Trans-Eurasia, that's fine. But these trucks were fucking Transformers, okay?
Okay, let's see.
I bet Transformers has had a drone swarm transformer for sure. Look at this. So they park the trucks next to some Russian airfields, and then they use the drones to attack their most valuable bombers sitting on the field. No, look at the fucking drone blowing up these fucking planes, dude.
You cannot preempt the clip saying they've invented Transformers, and then you just show a completely different clip.
Well, I mean, there wouldn't be video of the Transformers because no one knew that
So we don't know if they invented Transformers?
Well, okay, alright, hold on. There is a video of the Russians trying to stop the Transformer from transforming. Let me find it.
I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you would spend all that time hyping up a vehicle that transforms into a fucking airplane.
Why are you so mad, you dumb
all you're
boy?
showing is a
What's wrong
fucking
with you?
airplane? That's just, they didn't invent Transformers. It's just an airplane.
I think you're an idiot.
Why did you talk about Transformers?
Because the trucks are Transformers, dude!
Where's the trucks?
The trucks are where the drones came out of. Why are you such a freak? Fine. Okay, here's I think this is another video of these things.
Okay.
If you want it on camera, here it is.
Chat,
it's just
this
a
is
drone
Rush
coming
Chat.
out of a truck.
Yeah, get your fucking assaults loaded up in chat. If I don't see a fucking Transformer in the next clip,
it's just drones coming out of trucks, bro. What do you want?
Why am I so excited about this? Because you told me they invented Transformers. Okay, chat, get your salts queued.
Truck, bro.
Get your fucking salts queued.
It's real. What's
Okay,
the problem?
chat.
Why are you so
a video
mad?
of a Ukrainian invented transformer as described as Smugbug. This truck is about to transform into an airplane, as stated by Smugbug. Are you ready? Are you ready? Right, let's play.
I didn't say it transformed into an airplane.
Вот он, коптер опять взлетел. Откуда взлетает, ничего не понятно, блядь. Вот он, клоун, блядь. Оба ни с того ни с сего, сука.
It's got a fucking bee in it. It just had a fucking bee in it. It was just a bee in a car.
No, it had a million bees. It had a million bees.
No, there was one.
Look at the top of the truck. Look how cool this is.
Нахуя мы работаем за рулем-то, блядь? Лучше он коптером управляй, нахуй.
Oh, salts and chat.
О, блядь.
Salts and chat for this one.
It's a fucking drone attack by a truck. Why do you think this is awesome?
О, нихуя себе
Look, they're
дела,
trying to shoot the
блядь.
drones down.
Salt and chat, please.
О, блядь. Менты промазали, нахуй.
Wildberries.
Ёбаный, он опять туда полетел, сука.
Yeah, this is awesome. What the fuck am
Вот
I...
еще один, сука, пидорас. Вот он, еще один пидорас.
Okay, let's watch this epic transformer again, as stated by Smugbug. Okay, you ready?
Shut up! Wait, I sent you more links. Look at the links.
Wow!
Look at the other
this
links.
thing. Look! That the truck transformed into this drone. Was Do you know what a transformer is?
Not really. I've never watched Transformers.
So let's have a look at this. What's going on here?
It transforms from a truck into a drone thing.
That's made of fucking wood. It just opened the
Transformers
door.
have zero wood in them? Transformers have zero wood in them.
Yes.
Okay, if I find a law-confirmed wood in a Transformer,
Yeah, go ahead.
You're doomed. They're probably made of alien or something.
No, they wouldn't be. They have to be made of metal to be Transformers. He's searching chat. Try to call my bluff.
Have wood in them. Did any Transformers have wood in them? Wooden Bradley? What's Wooden Bradley? 2007? Oh, no, okay, fine.
This is a good cut. It's got a good cut.
Wait, this is fucked up. Okay, so basically the drone trucks had a self-destruct mechanism in them where if you tried to enter them, the whole thing exploded. So that's a Russian guy walking in.
So you say the truck transformed into a bomb is what you're saying?
Yeah, the truck transformed into a dead Russian guy. Yeah, that's fucked up. It's booby trapped.
Okay, what's next? What's going on here?
Okay.
Maybe this one's got some footage of a transformer chat. You ready? Oh, okay.
Okay, well this is, so basically this is another one of the trucks, and then the Russians realize what's happening, and some civilians, I think, basically try to get on the truck and pull the drones out and stop them from taking off and bombing their local airfield. They made booby traps as a war crime? Kinda, yeah. But you know, Israel set the precedent that Patriot attacks are cool, so who fucking cares anymore, I guess, right? Yeah, look, the Russians are trying to stop the drones coming out.
I can't believe you described this as a transformer.
It's a transformer. I can't believe you're so mad about this.
It's a fucking wooden shed with a remote control, an RC drone.
It's a fucking. It was in a shipping container on a truck. It was a vehicle that turned into a fucking weapons platform.
No. Where are we going? Look.
Go back. All right, go back to the first thread. We need to go through this anyway.
Look at this. Look. Sorry, that is fucking plywood.
Yeah, the thing slides open. It transforms into a drone platform. It's very clever. Look at it's hidden in the top.
It doesn't transform.
So
it just opens the door.
Even if you investigate the shipping container in the logistics thing, it's just drones hidden in the top compartment. So clever. Yeah, Google didn't. Yeah. I just found Transformers Rule 34 when I googled Transformers with wood. Yeah, so it's terrible. I got clapped.
There are wooden sirens, but there's no wooden Transformers.
Go back to the fucking. I sent you. Okay, go to your latest Twitter link. I go back to this. We're gonna go through the thread. Okay, thread is important. Okay, so basically what they did is they sent out these trucks into Russia, and then the trucks were basically, they called the truckers, because they had like a fake logistics firm, they called the truckers, they were like, hey, you need to stop here and here and here to refuel. So they stop at like trucking, like kind of overnight spots or whatever, or like fueling stations that are in proximity to the airfields. Then the drones come out and get piloted into these very, very crucial Russian bombers. Some of these bombers are irreplaceable. They're built from manufacturing processes that cannot be replicated, which means this is like permanent infrastructure.
That's a bad design for an airplane.
Well, that's Russia, right? Russia is sitting on so much old, so many old bombers that basically they cannot replenish them. They cannot remake them. If they take substantial damage, if they take anything beyond like mundane wear and tear or like minor problems, they basically cannot be rebuilt, which means this is permanent infrastructure damage to Russia's air capability. Ukraine claims that they've done $7 billion of damage with this one attack, which is fucking crazy. Like, this basically killed no one. There, like, a few Russians died interfering with the drones, maybe. I think one of the truckers got, like, tortured to death by the Russians because they thought that he was, like, part of it, where he had no idea. Yeah, it's just Russian things. But, yeah, for the most part, this is an incredibly successful attack, especially in comparison to, like, the Pager attack, which was
so incredibly
bullshit,
successful attack,
garbage.
Not very successful transformer.
Sure, fine. Scroll down. Let's take a look.
Okay.
This one attack took out 20% of all the Tu-95MS aircraft in the country. This is the largest redeployment in strategic aviation since the beginning of the conflict. This redeployment may indicate that the Russian aerospace forces are preparing for a large-scale operation. So basically, the Russians prepared a bunch of aircraft and then got the shit nuked on the ground.
It's crazy.
It's very cool. Well, there weren't any drivers. Oh, so the truck drivers? Yeah. Some of the truck drivers got interviewed and released. Apparently, one of them got, like, choked out by some civilians on the ground who assumed he was part of it. I don't know if he's dead or not.
Whoa.
But yeah, these bombers were literally, like, the things hammering Ukrainian infrastructure, energy, civilian, kind of areas, and they managed to take them out with this, like, crazy drone play. If you scroll down...
How did the drones actually attack?
How did the drones actually target them?
Are they all kamikaze drones?
Yeah, they're kamikaze drones. They're all attached. They can all carry, like, I think, like, they could carry, like, 3 kilos of explosives, or 3 pounds of explosives. They basically each had a bomb attached to them, and then they just fucking kamikazed. Yeah, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's an international war crime to describe military equipment as civilian vehicles.
Oh, yeah, well, if only the West hadn't already passed that off as totally fine with the Pager attacks. Yep. Hey, remember that debate I had with Lonabox where I said that this was going to become a norm now because Israel had set the precedent and Israel's backed by America? And you know when he said that that was a slope argument and that was retarded and that I'm retarded? Lonabox L, again... Yep, the dog rapist once again fails. He rapes dogs and he's wrong about war, as usual. Very normal Lonabox take. This would be a great time for a Lonabox raid. Waiting. Didn't happen. Shame. That would have been comedically good timing. Oh well. But yeah, another L. Yeah, it turns out Israel does in fact set the precedent for what the West will tolerate in terms of war crimes. So yeah, booby-trapped logistics is in fact a thing you have to worry about now. And it's Israel's fault. Yay! Smugbug once again predicting the future by giving very cold takes that people incentivized to give the opposite take reject.
Is that what you're doing? Okay, so I just have to wait a little while for the Transformers.
Yeah, the Transformers are coming, dude.
Okay.
At least based on these pictures I'm seeing of Transformer wood. The Transformers are coming. They're coming hard.
Ooh. Ow.
I know, it's all good.
That's the noise they make. Ow.
Whoa. But yeah, there's obviously going to be a bunch of fighting about whether it's booby traps or not. God, I wonder what Lonabox's take is on this. If he gives this an inch more critique than he gave the Pager bomb attacks, I am going to actually crash the fuck out on him and burn the bridge. If Lonabox attacks this...
So different.
If Lonabox attacks this more than the Pager attacks, I am actually going to burn the bridge. I would be amazed. I wouldn't be amazed, actually. I have very little faith in him when it comes to Israel Palestine shit. But you know what? I have some faith. I will try one last time to trust Daddy and assume that he will not make the terrible mistake of thinking the Pager attack was more based on literally permanently ruining Russian infrastructure with a massively minimized loss of life. Incredible attack. I love infrastructure sabotage.
He's definitely going to be okay with this.
I hope so. The smartest thing he could do is go, see, this is why the Pager attacks were based, is because it enabled cool stuff like this. that would be the smartest take. But what if a kid decides to explore the truck?
Anytime.
Oh damn.
They can also switch gender at any time. That?
You told me about
They're all technically non-binary, but some just like choose to present differently as women.
Well, none of them have cocks, right? None of them have genitalia.
Yeah.
How do they breed?
They just build new ones.
They build each other?
Yeah, like the dinosaur one was just made by some guy. They build each
Does
other.
a mummy and daddy transformer
Nope, it's
like
usually
sit
just
down
a
together like an
scientist guy,
IKEA
and
furniture?
they're built full age.
Oh.
You see,
They're
like,
built
if you watch
by
the show,
one dude?
you watch, like, fuck, we're losing. There's, like, the Decepticons fly, so the Autobots are like, why don't we build a bunch of guys that fly? And they just do.
Oh. This feels like Yakubian, you know what I mean? Like, that seems like there's, like, one scientist guy who's big brain, who's, like, building a race of creatures. That's, like, basically... Is that just
Well, that's how it started with Primus. That was the guy's name. Well, actually,
how
to
did
be
the first
fair,
Transformer get made?
the first Transformers were made as gladiatorial sports arenas. So they're like, oh, we want to watch these gladiators fight. Let's make Transformers
For an alien
or whatever.
race?
For an alien race called the Quintessons.
Do we ever meet the Quintessons?
We do meet the Quintessons many times. They're big tentacle monsters. They're organic. They have organic ships.
They made humanoid battle bots, even though they're tentacle monsters?
Yep.
They're called the Quintessoids?
Quintessons. And they're led by Quintesson.
Can you put them on screen so I can see what they look like?
Okay.
What the fuck is a Quintesson? Oh, their spaceships are retarded.
Look,
These
they
guys
have,
are
like,
idiots.
They have big bio
Wait, they're
spaceships.
humanoid, you
That's hard
lied.
to do. They're not humanoid. They're tentacle monsters.
I see legs, bro. I see
They
legs.
definitely do not have legs. They're cartoons.
Oh.
Quintessons 86. That's what they were introduced in. They look like this. They got like, bah.
Oh, they're like alien. They're like alien.
Bah.
Alien
That's a Quintesson.
Oh, that's kind of cool looking, I guess.
And they made...
Wait, they're made of mechanics. Who built them?
Well, they're like biomechanics. All life was made by Primus and Unicron. Unicron's like the devil.
Primus made humans?
No, but Unicron turns into Earth and shit. So they're born from the back of Unicron or whatever the fuck.
I suddenly stopped caring. I just hit my threshold of not caring anymore. I
hit that about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I could tell. The first time I saw you light up was when I claimed something was a Transformer and it wasn't, and you crashed the fuck out like I did.
Yep, yeah, this is why I'm like this. That's why I got 2 black eyes.
That's literally your veganism. Is me misdescribing something as a. Anyway, let's finish the Ukraine. We'll look at the aftermath of the damage and then we're done. I thought you would think this would be way cooler.
That's
like,
before you got me hyped up on fucking Transformers.
Oh my god!
Why
dude.
would you do that to me?
The tops open up automatically.
I don't need you to lie to me. Lying to me is not going to get me on
It's
the
like
side.
James Bond shit. Anyway, this is aerial footage identifying all of the very valuable aircraft that got fucked up and destroyed.
I don't know if there's an easy way to show this. Set as desktop background. You guys can't see that, but it gave me the option.
Just super scroll out. There you go. Just like scroll down.
It was on Twitter. I had to open up.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so these are the flaming. Go to the next picture. There's like flaming aircraft being thermal imaged by satellite imagery, which is kind of based.
Yeah,
look at that shit. Look at that. They're fucking on fire. It's so cool. But yeah, a lot of these are irreplaceable. They're incredibly expensive, and Russia literally does not have the capability to rebuild.
They went Happy Pride Month, bitches.
yeah. On the first day of Pride, no less. How could they? The first day of Pride. Drone attack. Yeah.
It's legal to be gay in Russia. Well, it's illegal to have airplanes and not commit war crimes.
So this aerial footage is a bit like Bionicle. I hate all of you. All of you deserve each other, and I hate all of you.
Yeah,
so now there is one. I've already seen
honestly,
the Russia
they are a bit more
start.
like Bionicle than they are Transformers. If you described it as Bionicle, like it's a canister with stuff inside it,
You wouldn't have crashed out.
Yeah, I don't think I would have.
If I described this. Okay, fine. The Bionicle
they made it
attack.
themselves.
So anyway. The big anti-Ukraine talking point right now from the Russia shells is basically the idea that there are some but yeah, a bit. Mostly it's this thing of like, oh, the nukes are gonna start falling because you're antagonizing Russia again.
Oh, because World War III is happening. That's the thin line has been crossed.
Basically, yeah. But I think what they're saying is that, so basically there's this idea that there's this treaty that a bunch of countries signed called like START or something, or STAR, something like that, where basically the idea was you're meant to keep your aircraft out in the open so everyone can look at each other's aircraft and make sure you're not doing anything shady. But the weird thing is that this is a thing that a bunch of countries agree to. It seems like Russia didn't agree to it anyway, so they're not really protected by it, but everyone's saying that they just should be implicitly protected by it anyway. It's a very, very dumb argument, as far as I can tell, but I haven't looked into it, and I don't know anything about foreign policy, and I don't care. So that's it. That's the segment. Cool drone murder, destroy, bomb attacks on
So am I going
Russia
to war or am I
aircraft.
not? What's happening?
You're going to war, but on behalf of the on quintessons or whatever.
Okay. Well, I think they all got eaten by Unicron, so...
The Cringersons. They all died?
well,
Jesus
then,
Christ.
well. Yeah, but the
Genocide,
plot of the movie is this big fucking guy that he transforms into a planet. He's so big. And he just goes around and he eats all the other planets and he's coming for Earth.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I pitched this segment in order to bait Mina and make her happy, and it's the one episode that she hasn't showed up for in like a year and a half.
She was here.
She's gone now.
I
think
you scared her off with your incredibly interesting milk article.
The milk articles were great. That was the best segment we've had so far. He's voiced by Orson. Well, I'm done. I'm done with Transformers.
Yeah, he is. Unicron is voiced.
No,
and
fuck off.
Leonard Nimoy plays Galvatron.
Well, that makes more sense. He is a slot peddler.
But what do you mean Orson Welles isn't? Galactus ripoff?
I know, that's why it's annoying.
Debate there. I mean, Unicron came out in the 80s.
Wait, Unicron's a Galactus ripoff?
Well, yeah, it's like because he devours planets.
I thought Galactus was a ripoff of God.
Why would he be a ripoff of God?
Well, because he's like a big guy that eats planets, like God.
It's not that big. He just eats planets.
Oh. Yeah, that's big. That's pretty big.
No.
You have to be huge and round to eat a whole planet.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like physically glow. Nom 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 nom.
I thought he literally crunched the planets. You telling me he like only metaphorically eats planets?
Well, no, he does, but he like turns into soup or something and sucks it down.
Oh, he's like a
he's like a normal sized. He's not like a normal sized guy. He's like Godzilla sized.
I thought I've seen pictures of him literally bigger than the planet he's about to eat.
No, unless that's a very small planet.
Oh my god. We're not having this fucking argument again, dude. You always lose on the Galactus arguments.
Galvatron? Oh, sorry. Black. 28 feet.
Literally. No, it says Galactus is not a fixed size. In the Marvel Comics universe, Galactus has the ability to change his size from 50 feet to planet-sized and even larger. Idiots. He can essentially manifest at any size he desires. His normal size is often depicted as skyscraper size. So he can literally become... even capable of holding a planet in his hand. This is the second time you've lost to me on Galactus. I don't know why you've done this. Why do you only lose to me on Galactus? I don't understand.
I'm calling down your source. We're finding the physical
All right,
first.
here's a YouTube video of Galactus being bigger than a fucking planet, retard.
Wait, don't need a YouTube video. I'm on the official Marvel blog.
Oh, you don't want to look at the actual evidence? Oh, I see.
No, I'm showing the actual evidence. I'm on the Marvel blog. Look.
Maybe in the visual medium, you should use the video.
What do you mean visual medium?
The stream.
Nope. Look, height.
Variable, bitch. Variable. You cheeky. Yeah, you can scale it to planet size.
Chat, who's right here?
No,
one's if I'm right, two's if Smug's right.
I can't believe that this is the second time you've been wrong about Galactus. I know so much less than you. Galactus was one of my favorite bad guys growing up, so maybe this is genuinely the only area of comics I know more than you. But yeah, you are super wrong about Galactus. Are you going to crop out variable? You're going to crop out variable. That would be smart. That would be a good play for you. Yeah, crop out variable. Yeah, cover your ass. Cover your ass.
Why would it only give? Why would it give a measurement as well as variable?
But that's not even Godzilla size. 8 meters is just a tall man. Click on variable. Look at the video, idiot. Galactus has been bigger than a planet like a million times.
What do we think? What do we think?
He's literally called the Devourer of Worlds. Is he munching on that shit?
He's bald.
Square meter by square meter?
He's got brown eyes and he's bald.
Yeah, I win this. I'm sorry. You failed again. You failed again.
Nope.
He used to be a mortal man. I didn't
yes,
know
he did. Oh my fucking god. He was.
And yet, you don't even know that he can grow big and eat planets. You're so stupid.
You're the worst.
You're stupid, dude.
Click on the definition of variable.
That's
a good point. Just take us.
You're a bad debater, dude. It's just gonna give you a generic variable article.
It says characters with variable heights.
Nice zooming, dude.
You're welcome. I'm just kidding, chat. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's only kidding. He's only kidding when he's wrong. He's only cheeky joking.
What? No, I'm showing the thing.
Oh.
Characters with variable height. Galen.
Oh, it says he can feed on planets without the elemental converter, but he can still just. How do we end up on another fucking Galactus episode? God damn it, dude.
No, my Galactus.
He can recreate dead worlds. That's cool.
Well, that's when he becomes. Galactus. What's it called? And he becomes like golden. Where's his fucking?
Oh.
Be a picture of him.
Gold Lactus.
Be a picture of him. Where is he?
Where is he? You know what, Wiz has taken so much damage from Galactus conversations. I think he's galactose intolerant.
Where is he? Where is he?
Play the drums. Give me a little bit. That was good.
That was you.
Galactus intolerant. Galactus
Where's the fucking?
Oh, yeah, you don't. You don't have a soundboard. Whatever, man.
Oh!
Everyone's height is variable because they grew up from children. Yeah, true, actually.
Former parts, here we go. This is when he was the Lifebringer. Yes. Look, this is when he was the Lifebringer.
Oh,
and he was like golden, look.
That's super gay.
Look, this is when he was a good guy.
Looks mad, though.
Wait, he was a good guy. He was like, he like builded instead of eated.
Look how big he is in oh, he scrolled away. He scrolled away so fast from the images of him bigger than the planet. Look at that shit.
Where?
Scroll up. Yeah, there you go. On the right. Where? The Lifebringer Pop Thunderdome. Look at that fucking image. This is like the image I always see is of Galactus being bigger than a planet. Like always.
This isn't Galactus. This is Lifebringer.
No, kill yourself, dude. All right.
Look, it's the Lifebringer. It's a completely different version of him. This is when he's got the Paracosmic.
All right. Anyway, can we put on Death Timer?
Death Timer?
Yeah, Death Timer. It's Death Timer time, I think.
Oh my god, let me get a good picture.
The sloppers. Can we try tacking on TTS videos to the end of this?
No! That's for the other stream.
I want money.
You can't steal my clout, dude. You can't steal my clout.
What? We want money.
You can't steal my clout.
Yeah, but I'm going to be away for a week, so I'm not even going to be here. So you should do one. You should do one with me, so we do a little bit of sloppers.
That's the opposite. If anything, I'll need that crutch to use later because you've fucked this one up.
Oh, I'm sorry that my grandmother is dying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
She's demented, bro. She's like completely cooked. She's lost it.
Doesn't Galactus feed another big guy? I think he's like a universal. He's a multiversal constant. So he's in every universe, and I think he feeds the one above all, but also doesn't. He like needs to exist, otherwise that reality crumbles. Because if you get rid of Galactus, like the universe falls apart. He's just always there. But he can have many different Silver Surfers.
Interesting. So he sucks big guys.
Basically. What is this slop video? Right. Okay, let's watch the slop video. What? No, wait, what? We didn't get paid for this. Why have you added a random slop video? Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Alright, put the death timer on so that we can... Yeah, put the death timer on. Do it.
Give me a second.
I know you're a hack fraud. Figure it out. Do you want me to do it? Do you want me to put on death timer? I'll put on death timer because you're so useless at managing it.
If you want to do it, okay.
I'll do it.
You want to watch Galactus? Wiz hates money? I just know you guys ain't gonna tip, so...
Well, if they tipped a video, if they brute forced the system, yeah. Actually, Angry Niece has literally never donated once, so I don't know why Angry Niece is saying. Yep. We know you're a fucking poor ass anarchist, bitch. You're not gonna trick us.
Okay, you struggling? You want me to do it?
I'm putting it up. Relax. You play the video.
I can do it now. Look. Boop.
No, I'm better than you.
I just have to do this. Look. Whoop. Don't look chat. That's just a regular timer. What am I doing?
You fucked it up. You see, you fucked it up.
Just joking.
You're the worst.
Joking.
You're terrible. I can do it.
I've already got it. Too slow.
Well, you know what? Now we're gonna have two separate timers.
The whole hour? I'm just kidding.
Dude.
It's a whole hour.
But now we have two timers.
We've only got one timer. You haven't got a timer.
No, we got two timers, dude.
Last 5 minutes.
Last 9 minutes.
No, 5 minutes.
No, 9 minutes. Okay, fine.
There are superheroes, vampires, werewolves, ghosts. We've seen them all but
Okay,
giants. Have
I'm
we
gonna die
seen
sooner.
enough? Meet Galactus, a character conceived by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The entry of Galactus was because the world of comics
What is this
needed a
slot? Why are
different
we watching
kind of
this?
villain, and
You
Galactus
did
broke
this.
Proof that
all
you're wrong about everything
stereotypes.
again?
He was presented as a cosmic being whose responsibility rested in maintaining the primary Marvel continuity. He first appeared in the Fantastic Four in March 1966 in issue number
I don't like that this
48,
guy's
and
British.
decades later, the guy reprises his role, making a live screen appearance played by actor Ralph Ineson. In Fantastic Four's upcoming release in July 2025, the movie is said to do complete justice to this iconic character. As we wait with bated breath to see him on screen, let's get acquainted with this powerhouse of a character, Galactus. Before
I'm
we
not
go
feeling so
into
good.
our explanation, we have a very small request.
I
If you
feel a bit
like our
queasy.
content, please support
What's the
us
matter?
by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot.
doing so
Thank
good.
you. Let's begin.
Okay. It does have square eyes. That's not the real Earth, that's just a projection, Smug, so don't get too excited.
He's literally holding a planet in his hand.
Galactus' nature, Galactus tops the list of the most dangerous
Why are you-
villains in
why are you on
Marvel
an analog
Comics.
glitch?
His origin goes back to his first comic
know,
book
why are you on a
appearance,
digital
the
glitch?
Galactus trilogy,
Well,
which left
you're
an
also on a
indelible
digital
mark in the
glitch.
Fantastic Four universe. A quick tour
Well,
of his
so I've got
history
both.
goes to the days when he
I'm
was a
on a-
mortal
my
being
death time is
named
different. I
Galen,
die
living
first.
a quiet
I've
life
got
on
less
the
stamina
planet
than
Tar.
Wiz.
He appeared in this form in Thor's comic
Yeah, I
issue
die 30
number
seconds before
169.
him.
However,
If you
a sudden
donate, you can
attack
extend the
due to
timer.
the Big Bang drove his planet into extinction,
Okay, Big
killing
Bang.
many. Instead of running away, Galen flew into the core
yeah,
of
'cause it
the
was Jack
destruction
Kirby that
to die
invented
with
him, wasn't
honor. The whole planet perished, but he lived on. In
Does
the
that mean
process,
Galactus is
Galen
Jewish?
soaked in an intense amount of energy directly from the source of
sense.
it all,
He's got
which
like a
started
Magneto
taking its
origin
effect on
story
him,
situation.
converting him into a cosmic being.
What?
And that would mean cosmic powers, right? But what would that be? As the clock ticked
I'm
into
feeling low.
days, months, and years, Galen slowly started
No, I'm not doing so
changing
good,
and
dude.
growing until his rebirth centuries later as Galactus. His
That's pretty
unnatural
cool.
growth resulted from an
to
insatiable
watch
hunger,
her.
so he began feasting on other planets'
God.
energies and life forces,
Not feeling-
earning
I'm
the
not
name
feeling too hot.
Devourer of Worlds. But with the passage of time,
Where?
his hunger kept increasing, lasted for at least a century, leading him to appoint his first herald, Norrin Radd, who became the Silver Surfer. Through the Silver
Do you know the
Surfer,
woman
Galactus
Silver
ventured
Surfer
into
in the new
planet
Fantastic
Earth
Four
and
movies
encountered
canon?
the Fantastic
No, there is
Four.
like a
But on the
woman
flip
Silver
side,
Surfer.
Galactus was
And
cursed
it's like
with a
Galactus's
conscience
real
that had
girlfriend.
extreme
Or no,
limits.
Silver
He could
Surfer's
either
girlfriend.
eat up a whole planet or sacrifice himself to save a planet. Being a humanoid, if Galactus
you doing
starves
okay? I'm not feeling
himself,
so good.
he too can meet his end like any other human.
Ah,
A glimpse
I
of
feel
him
alright.
starving is seen in comic
I
issue
feel a
number
little wonky, dude.
257 when the mighty Galactus softens after his interaction with the Avengers
There we go.
and the Fantastic Four. If
Oh,
one were
no.
to estimate his height or
converting
weight,
back, dude.
it's said that while
do you
consuming
mean?
mystical planets, the
I'm going
size
back
of
in
the
time, my
planet he
eyes are
was
fucked.
consuming looked as small as his eye. Despite his giant-like size, the
Oh,
Galactus
shit.
is not as strong as Eternity or the Living Tribunal. Again,
Oh,
there's the
interesting.
theory
Well,
that
who
the
is the
former
Living
has the
Tribunal?
power
Is the
to
one
that
control the
decides
power
things?
It kinda looks like
cosmic
I'm
of the
peering at
Marvel
chat.
comic
I'm like, look,
universe,
I'm like,
while the latter represents
what are you
life
guys doing?
itself.
This does
Huh?
hurt.
It isn't
hurt
easy to
a little
understand
bit.
who's stronger.
It gives me a
Galactus'
What do you-
control over power cosmic means he can
I'm not
change
feeling so good,
anything
dude.
at an
I'm
atomic
not
level,
feeling so good.
granting him the power
This
to
doesn't feel
alter
right.
size, change
This doesn't
physical
feel right.
properties, and have the power
I
to
can't even see my
teleport
death timer
anything
anymore.
and
I think I've
reset
got, like,
the
less than a
world,
minute.
provided
I'm really
happy
Galactus
to
is
we're not doing
operating
well.
at his full potential. If
Chat,
Galactus
if you
were
could
made to
donate
stand
to stop
next
us
to the
dying, that'd
black
be very
winter
cool.
that destroyed
very cool.
Yeah,
Galen's
that would be
residing
pretty awesome.
planet, he would look the size of
It
a
would be
normal
cool if you
human
could, like,
being.
stop
There's
this.
a
This
myth
kinda
that he's
hurts
the
my
same
blood.
size as the living planet Ego, but
Yeah,
that's
no,
not right.
this is really bad for my
is a
spine.
devourer of planets, while Ego is
he's a
created from
devourer.
one
Whoa!
planet.
Says.
Galactus' size alters
Whoa!
depending on his diet.
Oh god!
And
I feel like
Notable comic
End
Wait, what?
stream? End stream? Is that what you just said? Who did it for this? Who did it for this?
What the
Big
fuck?
Kez? Why would you do this to us?
Why?
Why would you do this to us? We're
There's a
doing
rainbow
so
shader
well.
and use to define shaders, by the way. There's a rainbow shader.
A rainbow shader?
Depictions of Galactus's
Okay,
size.
46
Classic
seconds
Jack
left.
Kirby depiction. 1966 Fantastic Four, number 48 to 50. Jack Kirby has
Last
always
30 seconds.
maintained
Rainbow
he
is
created
horrible.
a godlike figure named Galactus,
I've
who
just
is
found
beyond
the rainbow.
reproach. If we were
My
to
blood
draw our
hurts.
attention to the Galactus
Oh, there you go,
It's
look
not
at
a
this, look.
pride, it's supposed to
Fantastic
end.
Four, it defies all rules of storytelling. Good triumphs over evil. That doesn't happen in this story because of Galactus's imagery and history. Galactus survives and is ousted by
Yeah,
the
no,
FF
I'm cooked,
only
I'm
for a
cooked,
short
chat, it's
time
over.
until his
15,
next
14,
appearance.
oh,
It makes us
shit.
question if Galactus is evil or his
shit.
only fault is his hunger. A
shit.
brief history
running it
needs
out.
to be mentioned
I'm
here.
running it out,
Earlier,
guys.
to fight his loneliness,
I'm not
he
doing so
created
hot.
numerous useful
Ow.
servants, tyrants to name a few, to